everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Four Pillars podcast. I'm one of your hosts, one of the pillars, Tyler, joined by two, not three, of the other pillars once again, because again, the curse continues that we can't get all four of us together.
God damn it.
Yeah. But that's
we didn't
what
think
it is.
about this, did we? Like when we made a podcast with four people, we didn't think that four people.
I thought about it, but I
it.
just wasn't stressed because I'm like, well, there's gonna be someone here. Like, I'd be more annoyed if like all four of us, like we all kind of was like, oh well, fuck guys, come on, we really gotta sort this out.
That would suck.
That's true. None of us were available.
Yeah, but there's always been at least two of us, and that's fine. But yes, I'm joined by James and George. How's it going, guys?
Pretty sweet.
It's going well. Doing pretty good.
Fantastic.
It's a good day.
Yeah,
it's always a good day when I begin it by getting a nice little trim. I feel fresh.
Do you feel fresh?
Nice.
I look forward to, I can't see you now, but I look forward to watching the podcast back and seeing how fresh the haircut is.
It's gonna love it.
There's nothing there's nothing I like more than a good haircut. Nothing I like.
It feels great.
Everyone could probably tell from how good my hair always is, and that's because I just love hair and love a good haircut.
Any women out there, listen, Tyler loves hair. So if you've got body
He
hair
loves it.
stretching out of your
hair.
cavernous vagina, Tyler will love it.
We're 2 minutes in. We're already here.
Cavernous vagina.
Yeah.
2 minutes into this podcast.
Oh, man.
Starting early today.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to you, George. James, how are you, man? What's going on?
Oh, pretty good. A little bit of gaming here and there. Doing well.
That's good.
And that's it. That's how I am. Thank you for asking me.
In your spare time, you've been
that's
fighting off Sora.
Yes.
I mean, I was
Yep.
when I came around the other day. It was fucked. I was
Yeah,
just trying
he's a
to take my
fucking
shoes
demon
off. And
What's? I feel like Sora's not what you'd call a disciplined dog. You know?
No.
He's got no self-discipline.
It's
Yeah.
it's wild. It's like with most dogs, they like to be with you and they like to be, I don't know, they like to learn. Sora's just like, I feel like he knows everything already. Like he doesn't need to learn anything. All he does
He's
is
more intelligent than
outsmart us.
you.
It's fucking weird. Like
Wait,
he's-
what do you wait? I'm confused. Like, what do you mean?
It's just like, I feel like when he's looking at me and I'm talking to him, he knows exactly what I'm fucking saying. He's just staring at me and he's like, I'm not gonna do that though. Like I don't want to do that. I would rather like pull your bin across your office, or I would fucking
Yeah, okay.
rather.
But then he doesn't know
try to
everything
dig up
because he
the
doesn't know who's
garden.
in charge. He thinks he's the alpha dog of the house.
Because he is.
Sure, he fucking does. Well,
shit.
yeah, when I
I
go
feel
around
like,
there, he's got
I
them
feel like
whipped.
I'm gonna, when I come back to England, I go to James and Elva's house. I'll walk in and they'll be like doing chores for Sora, and Sora's like talking to them, telling them to shut the fuck up. And
He's
I'm
having
like,
a brandy.
Jesus Christ, what have I walked into?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, we're gonna get him neutered soon, so it might sort him
Yeah,
out
that
a
might
little
sort
bit.
it, yeah.
A little bit. He might want to be a little bit more obedient, but like it's.
Well, it's nothing. It's not that he'd be obedient. It's that you'd break his spirits, and there's nothing that'll break anyone's spirits
Yes.
more than having your balls chopped off.
Yeah, what if he looks at
Exactly.
you and he goes, James, I will never trust you because you took my balls away from me, and he just gets
Yeah.
worse.
He'll know.
Yeah,
because
well,
he knows.
you
He
know.
knows what you're saying, and he'll know that you did that to him.
Yeah, he can hear you right
well.
now, and he's going, oh shit, they're gonna get rid of my balls, and now I
He
can't
can,
shag.
yeah. He can hear me. He can understand English too. He's honestly, he's just a nightmare. It's
He needs
partly,
to join Oscar and Hudson as eunuchs.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I know it's partly the breed is just known for being ridiculously stubborn. A lot of people online have said getting a Shiba neutered does help because they'll be on far better behavior.
Yeah.
But even then,
he'll be
it's
afraid
still
that you'll
gonna
take
be-
his knob. If you
Yeah,
take his
exactly.
balls, it'll be
He's
like,
gonna
where's
take
he
that.
taking the
He's
rest
like,
of it?
Oh, he's like,
Yeah.
if they cut my balls off for not, sitting when he told me to sit. Fuck, what are they going to do next?
Oh
Step on
man.
eggshells.
That's the ultimate discipline. Your
Yeah.
balls get chopped off. Imagine that you're a kid and your parents just be like,
Oh my
"You don't
God.
shut the fuck up." It's like, wait, what?
Boy,
You do
if you don't shut the fuck up, you're getting your balls gone. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so,
the daily ball
yeah.
chat.
Well, I'm just more thinking, what's that make you think about kids, James, when you can't discipline a dog? Is that the sort
I
of
think-
test subject? You're like, well,
I mean, with a kid, you can talk to a kid, you can reason with a kid. With a dog,
Not when they're a
oh,
baby.
can't
James,
reason
oh
with a
James,
dog.
Well, you can't reason with a kid. I
Well,
just
you-
hate
you
to
can
break
tr-
it
you
to
can-
you, bro.
you can
No,
try,
no,
though.
no.
They can understand you.
Yeah, I know, which makes it even more fucking frustrating. I'd hate to break it to you. I'd hate to break it to you.
Well,
it's no
using
easier.
the case study of myself as a kid, from what I know,
You don't. Remember.
I was never an issue in that
I
regard.
wasn't
You're
I?
According
so
to
full
my
of shit.
mum.
You see,
according to my
according to your
mum-
mum is the loveliest woman in the world.
But George was
Yeah, I
was
a little
difficult.
shitbag.
Would never listen to anything anyone said. Whereas I was, so I just gotta hope my kid is like me, which he won't be.
Well, yeah, but if your kid's like you, he will eat 3 foods for his entire life until he gets like 20, and then he'll start bridging out into like pasta.
Yeah. He'd be like, oh
Okay,
shit. we
well
got
that was
sauce on the
really
pasta.
aggressive and unkind. That came out of fucking
I
nowhere.
was just,
Um,
god. We all know each other so well that is so fucking funny.
But
Oh,
that's the
God.
thing. Like your kids are never gonna be like you. They're gonna be like the opposite of you, if anything.
That's why I'm not having kids.
So if I ever have kids,
I'm
which honestly,
shocked
to
by
be
that.
fair, I've thought about it and I thought, well, I mean, at least now I'm like, I used to really want kids, and I still do kind of because of like a lot of reasons. But I just don't know. Like if my life doesn't ever change in a way where I can fit kids in, then I'm just not going to be able to, because it would just be
Yeah.
like a dumb decision to have
be.
kids. Especially if my life is always this busy, if I'm always doing so much work, like if I don't find a way to like bring it back a little bit so that I can make more money while working less, which is obviously the goal, then
Yeah. Passive.
kids just don't
income.
really factor in because I just don't have time. Like I barely have time
Right.
for my dog.
Just
so it's like
vlog
you know.
everything you do with the kid and make money that way.
yeah, I could just make money
Yeah.
off my kids. Yeah.
Yeah, make
like
both
shake
combine
hands,
them. That's
whatever it
dude,
was
it's
called.
really healthy. It's really healthy for the kid.
Yeah, it'd be really good for them. I'm sure they won't grow up mentally scarred.
yeah. You'll have a really
It's like
close
shove a
relationship.
camera in his face from the moment he's born. Like as soon as he comes out, or her, just shove a camera into
Oh,
them and just go,
God.
come on there, go
Yeah.
on there, just go do unboxing video.
Yeah.
This is-
Do
this is
quickfire
like-
topics.
This is just like the conversations topic. I'm not Eddie messaged you guys, I'm sure, about like this scenario
Oh yeah.
with his daughter. And I just want you guys to know, because I talked to him the other day on a podcast, and I was like, I was insulted that this is even a fucking conversation. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, which one of us could look after his
What
child
the
best?
fuck?
I don't
do
know,
you
the
mean?
one that's had experience with children before. I don't fucking
Oh.
like children. They scare me.
My
And they-
response
I think
was that his
babies
daughter
and
would be
kids
dead
Sorry, what did you say,
in my
James?
care. My
I didn't hear you
response
then.
is that his daughter would die in my care because
That's what
Oh
I
my
said.
God.
I
I
said,
am
I
just
said
not
George would
confident in the
forget that
slightest.
he's even looking after Isla within 2 hours. James would just not care at all and would leave fucking Isla downstairs with Sora and then go upstairs
oh,
and
Sora
work.
would
He'd
kill
close-
her.
and James would just close the door and just be like, well, whatever.
Not my problem.
I feel
Yeah, not
so
my fucking
bad.
problem. And I feel like Elva would panic. And like it would become, everything would become a mess. I don't know. I just feel like it would be a disaster. And Ethan,
Yeah.
I was like, also would die. There's 3 pillars your daughter would die in their care, and then
Yeah.
you got a guy who's been a parent and knows how to look after a toddler all
Exactly.
fucking day, keep her safe, all the practicalities, the nappy changes, the feeding, naps, everything, fucking
Feeding?
damn
What, are you
right.
going to breastfeed?
No, it's bottle feeding, bro. But you've got to know.
Imagine Tyler for breastfeeding.
Why am I even explaining this to you? Why am I even explaining it to 2 idiots that are never going to be parents? Why
Hey,
am I
look,
even talking about
if
this?
James
Oh, that's it, that's a
I gotta
challenge
Oh,
carry
you're
on
now.
the
going to make
Welford
her suck your
lineage.
tit, Tyler? Is that what you're saying? No, bro. That's not what that even means. I don't know why I was so sensitive
Yeah,
about that. It's
I
just
can
such
handle-
a stupid
I can
thing. You
handle
thought it was
feeding.
so clever. That's why I got mad at that, because you thought it was so fucking funny and clever. I'm like, that's
It was.
you're an idiot.
It was funny. It was funny.
You're with 2 witty
It's because
gentlemen.
you're both
right?
idiots. I'm surrounded by idiots.
You gotta
you're
try
with
and
2
keep up.
people that have clever, quick humour. You gotta
Yeah.
catch it, otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Catch it, otherwise it's gone.
Yeah. speedy jokes.
But it just fucking pissed me off. I was like, how dare you ask these 3 imbeciles, or like it's a serious question.
I mean, to be
Oh,
honest, when
man.
I saw it in my inbox, I was worried he was going to ask me to look up.
He's actually
It's
gonna
like,
ask you. It's like, would you be able to, man? I
I mean,
need
that's the sort of
someone.
thing Eddie would do. Let's be honest.
George, as if he was actually messaging you.
I was scared. I was like, what?
So why would he
That's
ask?
what I
To be fair,
That's
to be
the
fair,
most
I agree because he
ridiculous thing
opened
I've
the
ever heard.
message. He opens the message like he's being like it's like he opens the message like, oh, hypothetically, if I needed someone to look after, I'm like, there is no way you're about to ask me to actually look after your kid.
Yeah.
Surely, Eddie.
I was like,
Surely
Eddie,
you're not about
do
to.
you guys even know him? It's Eddie. It's Eddie. He asks
And then, yeah,
stupid
exactly.
questions.
And that's why I'm like, this is obviously a joke. If Eddie's messaging me, it's never for anything serious.
He got a
Sometimes
tweet
he'll just message me
he
saying
got a tweet
penis.
printed on a shirt when his daughter was born.
Yeah, true.
Like
he did do that.
when he's sending you random dumb shit, it's some sort of bit he's putting together.
It always is.
It
Eddie
always
never
is a
does
bit.
anything seriously ever.
No,
I don't think I've
that's
ever
true.
seen him do anything seriously.
I mean, he did that post yesterday that fooled me.
Oh, you
because I just
fucking
woke
fell
up.
for that dumb
What
post.
was it?
I
That was
fucking
so
just
funny.
woke up.
It was a
That's
PlayStation.
fair. That's a
so
fair
he-
argument, George.
He tweeted out that there was that he's got a tip off about the PlayStation event that's happening today.
Oh, that
Um,
yeah. I mean, that was like
yeah.
it was such a joke. Wait?
But yeah,
it
I
was-
didn't read any of the small text. I just read the titles of the games and I was like, oh,
Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne 2 was where it got a bit too much for you.
I
in
mean,
that
yeah, 'cause
post.
it's not
that's the
happening
one.
ever.
That's the unrealistic bit, not the bit where it says Sean Layden announced he's taking back control of PlayStation and kicking Jim Ryan to the curb.
I fucking. Why would I read? I don't care a shit about that shit. I don't fucking care.
Short compilation clip of upcoming games PlayStation. That's the one that I can't wait for.
Yeah, he got me
that's
good.
so
he got
funny.
me good. To be
It's so
fair, I'm not gonna
ridiculous
lie.
that you've literally that made me laugh so hard that you said that. That you thought for a second it was a serial. Oh, he's going to ask me, George. Never, ever.
Look, you do not know what's going on in Eddie's head. He could have some ideas in there, and he's like, "Yeah,
No,
I'll
no.
go on holiday with my girlfriend and leave Ayla with the pillars."
That George, that's what you call me.
man.
That's what you call me.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
saw
like,
Tyler
"Flies
get
on
plane
over."
over, and now he's asking me to look after his daughter.
That's what you call me, and you go, Tyler, I'm worried, and then I call Eddie and tell him he's a fucking idiot. You know
Cool,
what
you
I
want to
mean?
go, Tyler? I'm worried.
Tyler,
Tyler,
I'm worried.
But if you were seriously worried and you didn't want to tell him, and you're like, you're just so awkward that you wouldn't say no. So you actually just look up.
You know what? A few years ago, I probably would be like that. If someone asked me to look after their kid, I would be like, I'd say yes, even if I didn't want to, out of just sheer fear. But but no, not anymore. I've grown a backbone. I'd go, no, you can look after your own child. I've done this too much.
I've done this too much.
I don't know
Oh my
what that
God.
even means.
I'm crying. I'm crying. This is the
even
dumbest shit I've
I've
ever
looked
heard.
after too many
This is
babies.
the
Oh,
stupidest
man.
shit I've ever heard. George would not do that. He just actually goes, oh yeah, I will, alright. Because he can't say no. And then he calls me, he goes, Tyler,
Yeah, man, no
Tyler, I'm
I'm
problem.
looking
worried.
after Isla. I'm worried.
Oh man,
Picture it in my
imagine
head,
that.
And I'm in tears. I'm in fucking tears.
That'd be great content though. You could stream the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd stream game, yeah, and I'd have her sitting in the chair next to me, and it'd just be like gamer,
You have an
gamer
Isla
versus
cam.
baby.
It would be. Oh god. Oh,
I'd
I'm
give her
just
a
imagining.
controller,
I'm just
I'd
imagining
absolutely-
all the things a 13-month-old does, and then George having to deal with that problem, thinking he can just put a 13-month-old in a chair next to him and it'll be fine for anything more than 10 seconds before shit goes wrong. Oh man, that would be a fucking whirlwind. I'd actually want to watch that so much, but I'd want like there actually be someone that knows like nearby. You know what I mean? To jump in, so no one dies.
Yeah. Well, you've got my mum.
The fuck
Our
just
mum would
happened
be
there?
there.
My mic
so
just cut out then.
She'd be
Oh.
alright.
My internet
Did
just
it?
cut out then. Yeah, briefly.
Oh, no.
It's fine anyway. It's fine.
Welcome
what are
back.
you talking about?
Okay. Yeah.
Just about the same shit.
I don't know. Yeah. What did you say?
What? And I was just
What
saying
did
my
you-
mum would be there. So if
Yeah.
that were ever a situation, you've got an actual mother that has raised two.
I forgot I had a
two-
mum.
Oh,
Idiots.
she raised you two. I'm not convinced she's the best one for the job.
Hey, look, we're pretty good. We don't go around
My
like,
mum,
smashing people in
fuck,
and shit.
I will
We're
always.
alright.
I'm gonna hold it against her forever. She raised me with crippling social anxiety, and
That's
I'm gonna
true,
blame
yeah.
her for it. It's her fault.
Yeah, that is kind of
Um,
true actually.
It actually
That is what
her
a
fault.
therapist would say. They would say, don't take any responsibility yourself and blame others.
I feel like it was school that made me develop that. Actually, just the horrible kids at school. It's like nasty people.
I feel like it was partially that, but it was definitely mum, like, not letting me be independent. She just, because she said before, like, we've talked about it before, and she said that she always she didn't like seeing me in uncomfortable situations, so she'd always do things for me, and I never really had a chance to be on my own and get it wrong. So
I get that.
when I'm ever in a situation where I might get it wrong, it gives me anxiety, because I'm like, fuck, I've never experienced this before. So that's why it hits me.
Yeah, same.
Right.
And that's it. I've got to the bottom of it.
That's like deep that you've thought about that. And
and I hate my mum for it. So
what's that?
Are you being sarcastic or not? I can't even tell.
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking. Of course I don't hate my mum. What?
Okay, because your mics were cut out when you said that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I love my mum.
Yeah, okay. And George is like not sure if you're...
No, I never want to speak to her again.
Yeah, when she comes back from holiday, I'm going to go, Mum, you got to move out. Sorry.
James
go
hates you.
get a flat.
Mum's got to move out of her house that I'm not even in.
Yeah, James doesn't like you. He actually hates you.
I've been loving it on my own. They're on holiday at the minute. I'm just sort of chilling in the house, loving it. It's nice. I slept on the sofa for a bit last night.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah,
why would you choose to do that?
Well, because I just had a big hearty meal, and I was like, bloody hell, I need to lay down.
And you just decided
I don't know why that always makes you laugh when you say that all the
sofa.
time.
Yeah, it's great. I'm loving it. I am missing the dogs, though. That's sort of like...
Oh, they took the dogs?
They would die in your care. There is
No, they wouldn't. They would fucking
They
love
fucking
it.
would.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh
They love
my
me.
God.
Feed them, nice. Give them drink,
Yeah.
nice. Walk
To be
'em,
fair,
nice.
look after
But
dogs.
what about
look
when they
after
get
dogs
all
easy.
fucking annoying and they want to do shit?
Like what?
I don't know. They sometimes get like that, don't they? Where they're like,
No,
I'm
not
fucking...
anymore.
You need to take them for a big, long walk. Like, think how long mum and dad take them for a walk. If you don't do that, they're going to get destructive and start smashing shit.
I'd put them in the back of my car, I'd drive to Holston Firs, and I'd walk around there for like an hour, and then I'd come back, and then I'd love
Imagine you trying to get both of them out of the back of the car. Though.
James,
Yeah,
you love
I'd just have like some sausage in my pocket and lob it in there, and they get in. You can
Right.
win Oscar and Hudson's souls by feeding them food. They will give you their
true.
soul.
Sora does not care about food in the slightest.
All he
That's
cares about is being in the
fucked
garden.
Which is
Yeah,
what
he's not
makes
even a
him
fucking
so
dog.
difficult to control, because he doesn't... Like, normal dogs, you're like, you teach him with rewards through treats. But
Yeah, no,
Sora
I
just
understand.
doesn't care about food. He does not
That's what I'm
care.
saying. That's insane.
Yeah, he doesn't even eat. Like, he will just eat when he's hungry. He's
He's
like
like a
I'm
cat.
not hungry,
He's
I don't
like a
need
cat.
anything.
It's like you
Yeah.
leave food out for him, and eventually, he'll just eat it,
That's
and
a
it'll be
nightmare.
gone.
That sounds
He
like a
self-regulates it. So it's
It's
just
like the
impossible
personality
to
of a
feed him.
cat with the abilities of a dog.
Yeah,
Not
it
ability.
literally
So
is.
annoying.
It's literally it's like the mind of a cat and the personality of a cat trapped in the body of a dog. So it's like way stronger and like
Way
more
more annoying.
aggressive and has sharper teeth, and that's it. You know, he has a
Elvis
biting
happy.
problem.
She always
man.
wanted a cat, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She did.
I bet you're
Although
not,
she wants
though.
a cat and not a dog cat because he's fucking
Dog
weird.
He is
Oh
weird.
my God.
I do
He
love
just-
him,
he's-
but he is weird.
He's so annoying. I've lost so much equipment thanks to him. Like, he'll just come into my office if the door's open. He'll go under my desk and he'll chew all the wires.
That's
And
fucked.
it's like,
You gotta always
why
leave
are
that
you
door
doing
shut.
that? Yeah, I try my best, but sometimes I just fucking forget. And he just...
God, he's the menace of Welford Household Part 2.
I did not
Fucking
expect this.
mental.
We should have got like a more reliable breed, like a fucking
Yeah,
border
like a
collie
golden
or something.
retriever or like something.
That's such
Yeah.
it was such a terrible dog, honestly, to
Yeah.
get for a small English house.
I mean, you're in it
Yeah,
now.
we
You
got
got like
this-
15 years left of this.
Yeah, you got
bollocks.
15 years of this. I mean, to be fair, it's usually said that after 2 years they sort of mellow out a bit
Yeah,
once
yeah.
they get out of that puppy phase. So you know, we
He'll
got like
eventually
another year to
realise
go.
that he has to live with you, and there's no other two ways about it.
And then
No
he'll
other
kill
two
us.
ways about it. That's not even the saying.
No other 2 or 3 ways about it.
Do you ever sleep with him in
Um,
your bed, or would you reckon that'd just be too mental?
We used to, when he was a puppy, he used to sleep on our bed and he'd be fine.
Were you not
sometimes
scared of
he
like
does
rolling
now.
over on him and crushing his head?
No, because he just sort of slept like it's a big enough space. He just sort of, slept.
Nah, I miss when he was
at the
docile.
end or whatever. But he sometimes he'll lay on the bed, like with Elva if she's just like laying in bed or whatever. He'll just lay there and he'll like just cuddle up and go to sleep or
And
whatever.
then periodically come to the office door and scratch it and then walk away again.
Yeah, exactly. He's just when he's been for like a really long walk and he's all tired and pacified, he's fine. But it's like when you first get him up in the morning and he's just fucking raring to go. He's a nightmare. It's ridiculous.
God,
like trying to get his collar on, he's like, I don't know if he thinks it's a game or if he's scared of it or whatever. But as soon as you like get the collar out, like he loves going for walks, but as soon as you get the collar out, he just shouts at you. Like he just starts fucking barking like a maniac. It's ridiculous. And then you have to chase him around. He's a nightmare. He like
the only time I've ever
beats
seen
up Oscar and
Sora.
Hudson.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen him scared is when one of them two tell him off, and it's only for a few moments, and then he's back to it again.
And then he just jumps at them.
And they
like,
don't, they really don't.
You
they're
over.
not hard enough with him. Oscar and Hudson.
No, he is the dominant one, and he has been since he was literally the tiniest little fucking puppy. Like he would just get Oscar rolling on his back.
I know, like at Christmas when he was like he bit Oscar's eye.
He's aggressive.
And Oscar like yelped. He didn't like it.
He's the worst.
I don't like no one
That's
hurting
just
Oscar. He's
like
such a nice boy.
Like James, you post so much about like every time you like post anything of Sora. It's just this fucking idiot. Like I just honestly believe, like James just hates his dog.
Yeah, no. I love him and I hate him. It's a bit of both.
It's a rivalry.
That's super fucked up. I feel like you'd be like that as a dad though. I feel like you'd love and also sort of hate your kid.
Yeah, that's why I've got to wait. If I ever have kids, I've got to be at least 30, at least.
What if you have a kid, James, and like he grows up and he's like a spitting image of me?
That'd be so fucking
to say.
weird.
It's just like
That's
me
such a weird
version
thing
2.
to say.
Well, we have the same DNA, don't we?
Well, yeah, similar.
But Elva's involved.
Like I'm
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Oh well, I guess it would sort of like.
But
Elvis
maybe,
as well,
maybe Elva's the.
I guess it would.
I guess
it's sort of.
I just think
Elva
it'd be
as well.
funny if it looked like me. It'd be really fucking funny.
maybe Elva
what
would
are you
make it
saying
look
this
less like
podcast?
me and more like George. Maybe.
George has been saying some weird shit this podcast, James. I just want
How is that
to.
weird? How is that weird? It's just funny.
You just
What if-
randomly been saying weird shit.
What
and
if your
it's just
kid
tripping
looked
me
Why
out.
not do
just
that
like
all the
me?
time?
Yeah, what if? And he was talking about a cavernous vagina like 2 minutes in. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? What's
People
happening?
will be commenting in the comment section. Oh, I love that cavernous vagina.
Oh,
Comment down in the
please,
comment
no,
section
no,
below.
no,
Yeah.
don't. God, no, George, don't tell them that. Josh,
Can we
cut
get
that out. Josh, cut that out.
150
Don't cut
likes
out.
if we love that cavernous vagina? Thank you.
Bleep all of that. Bleep it.
No,
Bleep
don't,
that.
don't,
Bleep it.
don't. I'm
Josh
the
will
more
be loving
successful
it.
pillar. I get the top.
I'm the one that pays him, bro. I'm the one that does
Josh,
that.
Oh,
I will
shit.
pay you extra to keep it in. All right.
I'd take
a little
that deal.
fiver
She
under
said
the
it. That's
table.
actually a legally binding contract, Josh. So James will pay you separately. He said it. He will pay you more.
There you go.
So
it's a
okay, don't cut it.
contract of words.
Now that's a binding contract, James. By the way, you've got to pay him. more.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm a rich guy. I can spare that.
Okay. Okay, mate.
I'm struggling.
Fuck. This has been a weird fucking first half an hour of this podcast.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is yeah. What do we have any topics? What's been going on this week?
I was just about to ask that.
Do you have any
Like-
topics?
Well, I mean, there's been stuff going on, but I feel like, and this is what's annoying me about this week, is I swear every time I've been at work and I look at my phone and it's like, this thing's coming out on this date at the end of the week, or through the week. It's like, oh, in 2 days this and 1 day that. And I'm like, I feel like it's been 5 days since I've seen all of those and I've seen nothing. No new trailers, no new, like, where's the Batman trailer? I thought that was supposed to be out. Where is it? What's going on?
Oh, no idea. When's
what for the
DC
movie?
Fandom happening? It's then, isn't it?
When's
I thought that was this week.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, that's not. 2021, October 16th.
What's that?
Okay. I
So
thought it
that's
was
a while
much
away.
sooner than that. I thought it was like a week or something away. I was like, oh, sick. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Isn't
Over a
Kena
month.
Bridge of Spirits coming out this month?
Oh my god,
It
wait.
is!
Yeah, it is.
When's it coming
Yeah.
out?
Let me Google
21st
it.
of September.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm looking
good.
forward to that.
I'm actually
excited.
about that. That looks really fun.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be good. That'll be
That
cool.
looks fun.
I don't know why it's gonna be good, but like I'm just really excited for it because it looks cool. Like it looks like a movie.
Yeah,
it looks like a
it
Pixar
does.
movie.
Yeah, it looks all Disney, like crossed with Avatar sort of thing.
Yeah, I fucking love. Like I'm just gonna assume they took inspiration from Avatar because it looks.
It looks very cool. It looks very cool. I'm very much excited for it.
So am I.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nice little game. What if it just turns out to be this just amazing game? You guys better than Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's the greatest game of all time.
And there's an Arthur Morgan cameo. Arthur Morgan? I don't know what I'm even saying anymore.
Arthur Morgan. Yeah.
What else is
Maybe
happening
he
this
does show
month?
up. I don't know. Well, today is the PlayStation event that's happening later on. When it's gonna be, it's not even worth talking about because when this podcast comes out, the PlayStation event will have happened 4 days ago.
Yeah, it's not really worth us predicting anything.
Well, let's just super quickly rapid fire
Do
round.
some predictions.
Do some of your quick predictions.
See if we get it
PS5
right.
Pro.
Which is your number one prediction from it, and we'll just see how many, if any, get one of them right. My prediction is God of War will be shown.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
my
hope so.
prediction.
I hope so. My prediction
makes
is that
sense.
they will mention Horizon Forbidden West once, at least. And that's it.
That's a very safe bet. I feel like that's like not paying much. It's like $1.07. I feel like that's paying like $1.07.
Yeah.
It's paying 2/5 of fuck all.
I don't know what's coming.
It's like why then make the bet? Add juice it up. What what point of the conference? You know what I mean? Make a multi. You know, it's at the
What
end of
point
the
in the
middle of the
conference?
conference. Yeah,
Middle.
what point of the conference? Because you're giving me bullshit bets right now, George. And I'm not fucking having it.
Middle of the conference, they'll go Horizon Forbidden West, and they'll move on.
So you're not. So
That's
we're
a
not gonna
very
see anything new.
specific
That's
prediction.
very specific. Okay, that's like paying like $51 now. That really changed how specific.
pretty
that
good
got.
one.
If that happens,
Yeah.
that would be that'd be a wild one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will
How
be.
much are you putting down on that bet?
Couple of pounds sterling.
Yeah. Fair. James.
I reckon we'll see Sean Layden announce he's taking back control of PlayStation and kicking Jim Ryan to the curb. That's what I'm expecting.
Honestly, wow, that's also specific and illegal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's paying like at least 90. That's like some like minus 7,000 bullshit.
Yeah.
So
No, but
Sean Layden looks so funny.
I do have one that I would like to see, or two. I think. Obviously God of War is one, but then GTA 5 expanded and enhanced. I'd love to see that game and actually see a proper trailer for it because it was at a PlayStation event that they announced it was happening. So I think it's within reason that Rockstar would show trailers for that through another PlayStation
I
event.
want them to remake the original GTA 5 trailer in the new game. You know where it's
That'd
like,
be cool.
why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. That one. I fucking love that trailer so much.
What was
did
your
you
impression
say?
of Michael?
I watched it so many times. Is it a good impression
Yeah, that's
of
so
Michael?
classic. It was alright. Yeah.
I
When you said why did I
loved
move here, it sounded
loved
alright.
the GTA 5 campaign. Honestly, I
I
fucking
don't
loved
remember it really at
I
all,
thought it was
and that's
really
what I'm
good as
waiting.
well.
I'm waiting to play it again when this new
Yeah.
version comes out.
Yeah.
I'll
I
probably
thought
make a
I thought
video.
you
or
hated
whatever.
it, James.
No, I didn't hate it. I just think I don't like GTA as much as everyone else does. I much prefer
Yeah.
GTA 4. I love GTA 4, and I think the reason is because it's not really a typical GTA game. It's a lot
Yeah,
more like a
yeah.
Red Dead, because it's a lot more serious, a lot more gritty. Whereas GTA is supposed to be a bit more whimsical, a bit more like crazy and silly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought GTA 4 was great. I think it had all the satire there and everything. It was brilliant. But I also love the immersion of GTA 4, like being in a dense city area.
There is
and
some
like,
good immersion
yeah.
in GTA 4.
all of
Yeah,
that
GTA
and
4
stuff.
is
Whereas GTA 5's map for me isn't anywhere near as good as Liberty City, or even as good really as like San Andreas, which I didn't play much, but I feel like San Andreas was a better map of like Los Santos.
Have you
and the
seen?
surrounding
Have you
area.
seen the? That's probably bullshit. I don't know why I'm bringing it up now that I think about it. I'm like, there's no way that's true. Some pulled back, zoomed out version of the San Andreas map, and it's fucking tiny, but you remember it being like the biggest thing in the world.
I think the reason for
Was
that,
that
Amir
bullshit?
put out a tweet, is that it's the perspective of that shot, of the zoomed out shot, makes it look tiny. It's like the zoom on it or whatever makes it look really small when actually it's far bigger. But also,
But it's still smaller than you'd
it's
think.
still smaller. Yeah, it's still smaller than you think. The reason
Yeah.
it feels so big, I think, mostly is because of the fog. There's so much
Yeah,
fog in San
for sure.
Andreas, so you
There
can't
is.
like see like Los Santos when you're out in the countryside.
How
and
fucking
stuff.
weird is that when you think about it? Like, I can't remember that happened in a game. Of course, in my head, I'm like, of course you can see to the other side of the map. Of course you can. That's what we expect.
Yeah, then you go back on it and
I
it's like,
don't-
fuck me,
And
this is
that's
shit.
fucked up. I'm thinking about, I couldn't even see what's in front of me. I'm like, I wonder where this tunnel's going to go. You know what I mean? It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
weird.
just like LA in real life, isn't it?
Oh, God. LA's a fucking shithole.
I think interestingly though, something else we might see with regards to GTA is it's been floating around and it seems pretty reputable that we're getting GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas all remastered or it's kind of remade. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it, but apparently
neither
that's
do I.
happening. A collection of those three, and they're like, it's supposed to be more than just a port to next gen. It's supposed to be like quite an overhaul.
Right.
We could see that finally announced. If it
Yeah,
is
I hope
indeed
so.
real, it's obviously not been officially said that it's happening, but it seems pretty certain. A lot of people seem pretty behind the idea that it's happening. So that'd be interesting. It'd also give me a chance to play all of those games. 'Cause I've only played like San Andreas a bit. I've never like played through the story or anything. I've never played GTA 3 or Vice City, so
Yeah,
I would
I've
like
played. I've never played GTA. Oh, GTA 3. Maybe I have. I definitely played Vice City and a shitload of San Andreas.
My first was 4. My parents wouldn't let me play it, GTA, until I was 10. Then I could play it.
Oh,
I mean,
my-
I was allowed to play it, and I was 7 when we played it.
Holy
I must
shit!
have been. I must have been 11. It was
I
2008.
wasn't
wasn't it?
allowed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been allowed a 15 plus game. This is a crazy fucking story. So, it's okay. It's not that crazy, but like, it's crazy to think about that in Australia, the highest rating we had for a long, long time, they didn't have R18. GTA was 15 plus. That was the highest rating video games got. Or they would just ban it altogether.
Yeah, that's weird because I was gonna
That's
say
true.
Australia usually bans it. They banned fucking Saints Row 4, and nothing even
yeah.
happens in
Bunch of
Saints
fucking
Row 4.
snowflakes, man. I swear to
It's
God,
like, what
these
the
Australians.
Oh, the government is, but no one really gives a fuck. Australians don't care. We're too hard,
That's
mate.
mental.
We're too
So,
fucking
if you
hard.
wanted to play Saints Row 4, would you have to like go?
I-
Would you have to
no, I
dodge
wouldn't
the
though.
law?
So
They
it's
eventually
fine.
they
It's fine,
eventually
'cause I wouldn't.
approved it, but they had to remove a bunch of stuff from the Australian version. I don't know what they took out. Probably like the
Did they
dildo
get
bat
rid
or
of
something.
the scene in Modern Warfare 2 where you shoot up the airport in Australia?
No.
Oh, really?
when you shoot up the airport in Australia?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the sentence
Yeah.
was structured like that.
I know what you mean.
Anyway, yeah, it
Um,
was structured in a terrible way, but
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
that's I just find that weird that we didn't have 15 plus. But so my parents wouldn't let me play any of those games until me and my brother were 15. But once my older brother turned 15, I pretty much could do everything he did. You know what I mean? Because if he was doing it, it was just fucking easy. Like, okay,
yeah,
I
it's
just can't.
classic.
So it's like
Yeah.
we couldn't own like a GTA until I was like 13 and he was 15. But
Yeah.
every friend had it, so I played pretty much through the full campaign of San Andreas and most of Vice City. Like, because you just you'd go around your friends' houses, you put in cheat codes in San Andreas, and you fly around and you try to get 5 stars, and you just fly off helicopters
man.
and shit.
I was
know what
doing that
mean?
the other
That's
week on
what
GTA
you
5. It's
did.
amazing.
That's what you did back then.
Yeah. See, back then though, I was the one that had GTA because when GTA 4 was out, because there's that slight age gap between us, I guess. So like when I was 11 was when 11 or 12. That's when GTA 4 came out, and I was the one that had it. None of my friends had it, so everyone was coming around to my house and we were playing GTA 4 at my house. We were all like 11 and 12. And George was 7, and we were just go to the strip club. I remember a specific memory of me and my friend driving around Liberty City trying to find the strip club desperately.
Classic.
That's just like now. It's just like his
Both
real life.
just sitting there
Yeah,
salivating.
just like just boys
Driving
being
around
boys.
Northampton, we're just boys being boys, man.
Yeah.
I'll be old enough to go in this strip club in a year or less than a year. Might
What do you
have
mean?
a.
Why
You have
can't
to
you
be
go
21. You have to be 21.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's a load of shit.
You're allowed to have sex when you're 16, but you're not allowed to enter a strip club until you're 20 fucking 1.
Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable.
And why would I want
So
to? Let's be
weird.
honest. It's probably some absolute fucking strange
Especially
women
in
there.
Northampton.
I would have no
Yeah.
idea.
Real
I'd have
degenerates in there.
No idea. Who would do such a thing?
Yeah.
I'm
right.
Tyler. I went to the strip club and I saw woman boobs.
You sounded like a hillbilly, first of all. That wasn't even an attempt at
I
voice.
mean, I saw boobs.
I saw boobs.
Hey man, I want both of them.
It's not even that funny, James. Don't fucking laugh that hard. Both idiots. I'm surrounded by idiots. Surrounded by fucking idiots.
God, this is the greatest podcast on planet
This is
Earth.
so dumb.
This has been a dumb podcast, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Mm.
What the fuck were we talking about? GTA, the new version, and all that shit. Yeah. Well,
sure
I
that'll
don't.
be
Yeah,
fine.
just give me fucking Red Dead Redemption 1 remake, you fucks. I don't care about GTA.
I mean, if
Obviously
these
it is.
if these like remasters do well, they might go, "Oh, I'm gonna remake Red Dead 1." I don't know why they do that.
Oh, that
'cause
was-
Rockstar
I
that was
don't.
actually
one of the,
genuinely
um,
believe after Red Dead Redemption 2, like in terms of popularity,
Mhm.
obviously everyone's going to buy GTA 5 because of the online and like it's just the ongoing thing, like as a trend. But in terms of like quality of game and within the games industries, people love Red Dead Redemption now as a franchise way more than GTA.
I think to an extent, yeah. Like if you ask anyone that plays a lot of video games, they'll be like, "Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2 is on my top 5." But if you ask like any like average Joe, they'll say GTA. Yeah, I love GTA 5. It's classic. And it's probably the
Like
only
you
game
say
they've
it.
played.
GTA.
Yeah.
G-
So,
GTA,
yeah, G-
yeah.
And that's how
GTA,
everyone said
We
it
all know
when
that
I was in
guy. We all know
school.
the guy.
When I
Yeah,
was
we
in
all know that
school,
guy.
everyone used to call it GTA. It's like no one would say the T. They'd just
Why?
skip it out.
Why? What's
Because
wrong with you?
we're all
This is
English
GTA.
gamers.
You're
Oh,
just
what?
fucking-
We're all
Water.
Northants gamers.
Oh, yeah, just the tap water.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
with regards to a Red Dead remake, I think part of the leak that talked about these what they're doing with the old GTA games is that if there shows to be an interest in these sorts of things with these remakes and remasters, Rockstar look to capitalize on it a little bit more, and it could mean Red Dead gets some attention.
Thing is, though, I don't want to
it shows
half-ass it
profitable.
and do a Red Dead 1 remaster because I don't fucking care about remasters. I don't give a shit unless it's for
No, I want
really
that
old
full-on
games that are
remake.
like 15 plus years old. I want a remake with the Red Dead 2
Yeah,
engine. Is
a
it too
big
much for a
full-on-
man to ask?
They're literally so close to being able to do it. Like it's,
I know.
all they got to do
I
is
could
finish
do it.
Mexico, implement the quests. You could do it.
I could do it and I could do
Mod
the
in
voice
the
acting.
quests.
Yeah, you could
honestly-
make fantasy. It's just like George can do anything. He can invent fantasy.
To be
If
fair,
Tolkien
like,
didn't,
if Red Dead 1 was on PC, I reckon fans could mod the game like of Red Dead 2 to have Red Dead 1's story in it. I reckon they could do it.
Do you
If
reckon they could
both
take
were
up the
on
sound
PC.
files and like the voice
You had
acting
to like
and shit
grab
like
all
that?
of the files and stuff and then like mod it in. Like people are like when you look at like when games have good modding support, like look at Skyrim. That like people are remaking Morrowind and Oblivion in Skyrim. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
wild.
fucked.
Like if you know you had this good mod support on PC for Red Dead and Red Dead 1 was actually on PC, you'd probably easily be able to do it.
there's some crazy YouTube channels out there where people just like, and it's not like they're modding anything. They're literally, they can build, like I watched someone rebuild in a day the and remaster Simpsons Hit and Run
I've seen that video.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Unreal
I saw
Engine,
that.
and I'm like, this fucking sick. And then I just went through their channel, and they're just they made like Rust from Modern Warfare 2 like in a
yeah.
day. Like he did,
Yeah.
like it's just insane. In Unreal, I don't know if it's Unreal 5 or if it was Unreal 4. I forget, like whether it's a
No
more recent
clue.
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Unreal
remember.
5 is an insane engine. Like
Yeah.
it's actually like that is next gen. Like Unreal 5,
Yeah.
when devs start using Unreal 5 to make their games, we're going to be seeing some insane games. Like, the
It'll be
stuff
like
that
at the end
engine
of the
can
last
do.
generation that we got things like The Last of Us Part 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, and God of War and shit. You know, those like in terms of what the games can do, and you're like, this is too real.
It's a
Like, at
shame
the
no
end
one's
of-
making games for their console.
It's tough, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tough time.
Nobody. I don't even think Microsoft is, are they? Because they're still releasing
What
Halo
is this?
Infinite on previous gen.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah,
you
it's
mean like
fucking
next gen? You
bullshit.
mean there's no exclusives? You mean?
Yeah, basically. So no
Well,
one can
like,
really
yeah,
make
Horizon
use of
Forbidden West
these.
is coming out on both, and that's fucking ridiculous.
It's dumb, and so is
Yeah.
God of War.
Well,
Fucking
I think
four,
the
five.
reason
And the
they've
way
said,
they're also just not gonna give you the copy if you get a PS5, that's fucking bullshit.
Oh, they are now. They are now. They've
They
changed.
changed
it.
their mind. Oh, I
for
fucking hate
for
that shit.
Horizon, yeah.
It's fucking stupid that we even had to have that conversation.
Oh, so there is a free upgrade, you mean? Or wait,
For
what do you mean?
Horizon, yeah. And then they've said in the future, for every game that releases on PS4 and PS5, there'll be a $10 upgrade. option.
But they were
So
saying there's no
you
upgrade.
have to rebuy. Yeah, they originally were saying there's no option for any of that. You have to rebuy the whole game, and now they're saying because there was an outcry.
Shit, yeah.
So whose idea was that? Was that Sony's idea?
Yeah.
It would be Sony's the publisher.
It was
so
Sony.
it would be Sony that decided.
I don't like the things they've been doing recently, Sony. They had the
They're
world in
getting
their hands.
a bit too cocky, a bit too
I
arrogant,
know.
a bit too big for their boots.
They had the world in their hands, and now they're going, "Ooh, now I can fiddle with the world." And it's like, don't fiddle with the world.
Their boots are
Don't do
breaking.
it.
That's their boots are breaking. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, and then Microsoft will
way
come
too
in,
big for 'em.
they'll swoop
Way
in,
too
then
big for 'em.
Nintendo will swoop in, everyone will swoop in and eat
Nintendo's
Sony's corpse. Well, I mean, Nintendo is the biggest games company. We can't lie here. It's got the
they have
highest
the
selling
biggest
console.
piece of the pie, which is weird. It's insane how well Nintendo are doing. They're just leagues above everybody else.
It's demographics and what countries they're successful in.
Epic
They're
Japan.
More populated countries. More densely
I want to play
populated
Genshin Impact on my Wii U
That's
in
true.
Japan.
countries, you know. So
Yeah.
they're just naturally going to sell more and appeal to that, to that audience.
Yeah, they do.
Did I say
very,
Wii U? I
very
meant Switch.
well. You did say Wii U.
Did you say Wii U? Okay.
Yeah,
I want to play
forgot
I
that
Genshin
control
forgot
even
that was
existed.
a
Wii U.
console. I forgot the Wii U exists.
The
That's so
Wii
weird.
U.
Because the
Oh,
Wii
shit,
did
piece of
blow.
shit.
Like the Wii was an incredible console.
Well, yeah, it's the
At the
highest
time,
selling console ever made, I'm pretty sure.
which is
No, I
wild.
think PS2 is still above it.
Yeah, I think PS2 is above it. But that's still
Nah.
insane how well the Wii did. Like, everyone had a Wii. Fucking everyone had a Nintendo Wii.
Everyone
I did.
Yeah, so did I.
No, the Nintendo DS is the highest selling console. Oh, no, that's in Japan.
Yeah, but also,
PlayStation
like,
2
I'm not
is.
talking
PlayStation
handheld.
2
I'm
still
talking,
is.
I'm talking console.
Yeah, no. PlayStation
Um,
2 is. You got it right.
Yeah. But that's wild when you think back to, like, those years, how big the Wii was. And you had to have one.
Yeah, I mean, we had one.
Who didn't play fucking Wii Sport, Like, of course you did.
Classic. If you didn't play Wii Sport in, like, 2000... From 2007 to, like, 2010, then you shouldn't be living right now, that's all I'm saying.
Is that the years it was? 2007.
I mean, it came out in 2006, didn't it?
Did it?
The
I thought
Wii.
it came out like
Wii.
2004. I thought it was
No,
like
no,
early.
Nah.
Because it was
Yeah.
after the Xbox 360 came out. I'm pretty sure, so it probably wasn't.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know.
I
that.
know. It's weird though, I was kind of forced into getting a Wii because James got an Xbox and then for some reason there was a rule that I wasn't allowed to get an Xbox as well, but I was allowed to get a
It's
Wii
'cause
or a
we
PS3.
played in the same room, so if we had one, we basically shared it.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
me,
So
my
it's like-
brother
I
shared
should have
all our
chosen a
consoles.
PS3. Like,
Yeah,
if I would have
yeah.
chosen to get a PS3, we would have been so much better off in our childhood.
Nah.
I got a fucking Wii. And I played
Everything that we did has led us to this point. I don't want to change
yeah,
anything.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's
That's
nothing
true.
to change.
That is true.
It was good to play co-op Mario Galaxy. It was good to miss
Classic.
out on Uncharted because it means
You
we
need to
play
have
a year
tough
to
later.
make-
times as a gamer. You need it's like life, mate. You need to have tough times as a good gamer to make you a better
Yeah,
gamer.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you
we
can't
need
just have it all-
tough times
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that
you
off.
don't
turn
want it all
soft men
handed
into
to you
rock hard
on a
men.
Fucking
silver
bullshit.
That's
platter.
what we
That's like,
need.
growing up in silk sheets. You're not going to learn how to work for anything. You have to get a Wii, bro. You have to get the Wii.
You need to be in times of war.
We like the Wii.
alright?
We need to be in times of war so that soft men can become hard
Hard
Yeah,
men.
exactly.
and solid.
Yeah.
And then when they fight for peace, that's bad because then soft men come back and it's fucking annoying.
We don't want soft men. They might complain on Twitter, and we don't want
Exactly.
that.
We don't want
That's
soft men
what'll
because
happen
Joe Rogan
if you
might
give-
not like
if you
them.
give your kids a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. You just give it to them. You just hand it.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
don't
why
worry
you
about it.
should
Here's
make them plough the fields for it.
get the
fields.
latest Nintendo console. Play the latest trend. That's what you need to do.
Play Super
Ah.
Smash Bros.
You'll become a better human being. You'll become a better gamer. That's what it is.
Funny sentence.
So James is right, George. You had to go through that. You can't just wish that
That's
away.
true. That is kind of
It's led
true.
you, it's led you
Yeah.
here. It's led you here.
Yeah. I used to play Okami. That was a classic game.
That is a classic.
Do you remember Okami, James? The little fox
do,
that
I
would jump
remember
about
with that
painting
on
stuff.
We had that on the PlayStation 2.
I've
That
got.
used to
I've,
jump around.
I don't know why my brain went here, but I was just thinking about when you're a child and sharing games consoles and like that's what weekends were like. Me
Yeah.
and my brother getting up like 5 a.m. to either watch cartoons or to like jump on the PlayStation or whatever and like whose turn it was and whatnot. But then I started thinking about the fucking shows we used to watch on a Saturday morning, because if we would get up early enough, there were still adult cartoons on. And
Like
we
what, hentai?
Shin-chan. no,
Adult cartoons, like fucking squids and shit.
You would think that. You fucking
God.
would think that. You fucking idiot. And I'm like, I haven't seen Shin-chan since I was a kid. Have a look at this fucking cartoon. This is what because The Simpsons would be on fucking Fox 8 for 3 hours in the morning before fucking WWE came on at midday. But before then was these weird fucking anime cartoons. But this isn't even anime. I don't know what this is. Let me send you
Shin-chan.
Shin-chan.
I've
Shin-chan.
googled it.
It's like a little chibi boy.
It's a Japanese manga series, so they must have adapted it into a anime.
An anime. I mean, it must be an anime. I mean, it looks like one.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Oh my god, it's still going. It's got over 1,000 episodes.
What?
Oh my
That's
god.
ridiculous.
Oh my god. It's still going.
I want to watch the trailer.
I can literally remember lines from the show. Like, it was just such a weird fucking show. It was
It
got a
looks
weird
so
face.
nice.
I
The
want to...
visuals and stuff.
Dude, go to the theme song. The theme song. I haven't heard this since I was a fucking kid.
Wait, there's a
I
game.
love anime intros.
Oh my god.
There's a game for the Switch.
Oh my god, this is Shin-chan.
It's my favourite thing ever.
Oh, there is a game. Oh, I really like the animation of this actually.
Yeah, I just watched that trailer. It looked really cool.
It reminds me of oh, 1 minute.
That is not the theme song to Shin-chan. That's... What the fuck? I want to watch... Yeah, let's see.
It reminds me of Studio Ghibli. They animated a lot of famous anime films. And that's what that art style reminds me of, Shin-chan. Like, more the backgrounds, not the characters, to be honest. Characters look fucking mental.
Fucking Shin-chan. Jesus Christ. This is blowing my mind.
Shin-chan... my favourite character ever.
Dude, look, please, I've got to send you this to watch. I don't know if we're going to be
Shin-chan.
able to put it in the podcast. But it's this intro. I haven't heard this since I was like 8, 9 years old.
Oh, it's Jetix.
Oh, Jetix!
Like,
Oh, what a
the Shin-chan
classic.
intro. Like,
I'm ready.
It's like some like song. It's so not Japanese.
Are you ready?
Okay.
It's like some
I'm
Brooklyn
ready.
hip hop shit. All right. Ready to play it?
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Oh! Shin-chan, boy!
He's got a little dog.
Like, it's some like, yeah, it's some Brooklyn shit.
Oh, Shin-chan, I can trust him with anything. I feel like I've known him my whole life.
Look at his butt out surfing.
He's a
He's
bee
a kid
now.
with the attitude. Shin-chan! It's like, oh
Yeah,
my
I take back
god.
anything I said about this actually looking like anime. 'Cause it doesn't.
Yeah, this looks so different to that
Oh,
trailer I saw. What
the
the fuck?
face
She
is
looks so
grotesque.
dodgy. That would have scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck? This is
can't
like a
believe-
shit post. What is this?
I loved this show. I fucking loved this show.
What the fuck is this? Shin-chan! They're all dancing, they're all cutting shapes and moves. He's a kid with an attitude.
A little bit of groove, a little bit of crude. He's the kid with the attitude, Shin-chan.
Shin-chan.
That's my childhood.
Fuck
Summed
me.
up in those
Wow.
lines.
This is such a Tyler thing
fuck?
to have watched.
Yeah, it's so random. It's so random.
Oh, I miss those days. Simple times.
Maybe you should do an anime club with Eddie and Sheps and do Shin-chan.
Shin-chan.
okay.
You could do
I
every
don't-
season of it.
Well, it's not an anime. It's not an anime.
It is.
It is an anime.
Is
It's
it?
Japanese.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
animation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's an anime, technically.
Yeah.
Well,
And literally.
I've got to click
Anime?
off now because I don't watch anime.
Tyler's
Gotta-
afraid of the power of anime.
The power.
Power of
anime.
friendship.
Literally, the power of friendship. I love how you like Kingdom Hearts. You're like, no, anime is where I draw the line. It's terrible.
Disney and
It's
anime
not some line
characters
I've.
fighting
It's not some
together.
line I've drawn. I just don't care. I don't watch any cartoon. It's not even anime. I just don't watch any cartoon.
Yeah, that's kid stuff.
Your brain
yeah.
can't handle it.
It's not about it being kid stuff, guys.
Real
You're
men-
taking it that way.
real men
You're
have,
taking it that way.
I
Sons
just
of Anarchy.
You grow up,
Why
you
can't-
grow
why
up, you
can't I
watch
just not
hardened
like
shows
something?
like The Game
Why
of
can't
Thrones.
I just not like something and it
You're
not
not
be
allowed,
like some sort of
Tyler.
personal
Because it
attack
doesn't
on
make
Tyler?
any sense. It does
That's
not make
not
sense.
true.
You're just like
People just
you're like
don't
you
like the
sweeping
same
statement. I just don't like any cartoon ever. I don't want to watch
That's
any
not
of them
what I
ever
said.
at all.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said I just don't like watching cartoons. Now,
But
I grew up on
why?
cartoons. I loved cartoons. Not that I don't like them. It's just I don't want to watch them.
A little bit of groove, a little bit of crude. It's Shin-chan. Oh, no, it's the
He's
boy
the
with
kid
the
with attitude. He's the kid with the attitude. Chin-chan. Like, come on, bro.
Oh my god, I'm gonna spat my
know it?
water everywhere.
Yeah,
wish I
like,
could.
why can't I just not like something, not want to do something, and it's not
Because
like,
you have
oh,
to like the
that's...
same thing as us, otherwise
Yeah.
you are subhuman.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Right.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Oh,
It doesn't
I
make sense to
don't...
me.
You don't
Doesn't,
need
like,
to get it,
compute
man.
in my
You don't
head.
need to
You're
get
just
it.
like you could watch, Avatar, the greatest show of all time, but you're like, I don't want to watch
Oh,
it because
it
it's
is.
animated, and that's it.
It just,
That's
it's
all it
just
comes
no,
down to.
it's because it won't keep my attention. I will stop watching it. I will walk away.
Nah, it's
That's
because
so
if the girls
weird.
walk past your TV and see you watching a cartoon,
Oh,
they'll go,
here we go.
"Get a load of this fucking champ, boy."
They're like, I don't want to date this guy. What the fuck? He's watching cartoons and he's
not
a man.
He don't know what he wants. He's not decisive enough. He's watching cartoons.
I don't know why that got me so stupid.
Oh god.
I didn't do anything. Like, I just said what I thought, and then I've just been assaulted.
Now you know what it feels like to be James on Twitter.
Oh,
I'm literally
God.
just sitting here and just getting attacked.
Oh, my God. Shin Chin.
That was the Shin-chan episode. I mean, the Shin-chan segment of the podcast.
Fucking hell,
Oh,
Shin-chan.
wow.
Oh, that's funny.
God. I feel like ordering a sundae. We haven't done that segment in a while.
Oh, that's a bloody
Yeah,
classic.
do it.
Tyler orders fucking chocolate fudge sundaes.
It's been a while since I've had a fucking hot fudge sundae, I'll tell you that.
And
Right?
then
I
get,
mean,
James,
let's get
you
a
will see how
sundae.
quickly it arrives. It is fucking mental.
Oh,
He'll
no, he
order
did
it
it
and
before.
there'll be a knock
He's
at the
done it
door.
before.
Oh shit.
Was it
So you've
on
seen
an
the episode where he
episode
did it?
of... No, he did it on... Was it As Always?
Oh,
something?
I
What are you
see.
talking
So it's
about?
like a
You
feature
ordered
that
a
bleeds
Sunday
into
before
different.
with me.
Yeah, but it was on this podcast. It wasn't on As Always.
Oh, was it on this podcast? But I was
it
there,
on Four
right?
Pillars.
Yeah, you were there.
Why don't I
James
remember
was- it was
this?
the-
I've
it was
never
the
missed
Not
seventh
the,
one.
I
time.
don't think you were there. I don't think you were there.
No, it's the second
the
time.
first. Yeah, okay.
The first
I
time
think
was
the first one we did
Budhouse,
was with
wasn't it?
George. No.
Oh,
Budhouse
no,
was-
it wasn't.
No, we've been doing it for a while, but Budhouse.
Yeah.
No, it was the second time because Ethan was also there because Ethan's the one that set the timer.
Yes, he
I
was.
see.
Yes, he was. I definitely remember us all being there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Spilled drink all over myself then. What a fucking
Yeah.
retard.
R word, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I kind of almost
Damn
stopped
it.
myself, and then I didn't.
Retard's a fucking great word, and I will stand. That's the hill that I'm gonna die on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it to.
Let's not say things like that's the hill we're going to die on, James, when we know you might change your mind.
Yeah, you
Nope.
might through a few years down the line.
Future me has to die on this hill too. I will not. I'm not going
That's
down. I'm not
so-
going down alone.
You've escaped persecution once.
I can do it again. I will never.
Well, you
I will
got
never
it.
be got. It's alright.
I will never be got. Look, someone.
No.
Ow! Ow! I just fucking hurt myself then.
What the fuck
What's going on?
Did.
What is going on?
I was like scratching my leg and some weird thing came off my leg, but it's gone now.
All
Yeah,
right.
what the fuck?
I'm now ordering the fucking Sunday. All the time that happens. In. I'll let you know when it's in. This is the Uber Eats placing order thing. The circle's going. You ready? Nearly done.
Tell me
Start
what your
the
driver's called when
timer
he's been assigned.
now.
Oh wait,
Okay.
who's doing the time?
I did it.
Doing
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, but Josh will put it up on the screen like he did last time. Like he has a timer that comes up on the screen.
Yeah,
Not
but I
that
also
James would
like
know
to
that because he doesn't watch the show.
I don't watch them back. No.
No, I know.
Don't
Too
watch
busy
what
for
back.
that. The shop podcasts. I don't check them or watch them back.
I watch back
Or
the
check the
podcast to
comments.
hear my own voice.
I don't read any of the
always-
comments, so you
I
know,
always
if there's
check the
someone down there
comments.
telling me why saying retard is bad, I'm not going to see it, so stop typing cunt, alright?
Well, I'll check
I'm
the
not going to
comments.
see it.
Here we like I've got flashbacks.
And I'll pass the information on to you.
Yeah, I read all the comments on everything.
Yeah, I like.
Actually, not really as much my videos, but definitely on the podcast.
Yeah, the
Podcast.
podcast
Just
comments are always
actually
quite funny.
care.
I like them.
I
Yeah.
barely read comments these days. They're like, I see the top 3 ones that are always on my dashboard, but I never click the comments button and scroll through them. So if there's a dumb one on the top 3, I'll just screenshot it and put it in a folder in case I want to do an actual comments on it, which I have recorded recently, an actual comments latest
Have you?
edition, episode 2. I haven't edited it yet, but it's it's a good one. There's some dumb fucking comments. That used to be a segment we had on this show, actual comments.
Oh, we
Oh,
did
yeah.
it once. Or did we do it more
Yeah.
than once?
Oh
We don't do it anymore. And
Why
we
did we
don't
stop
do any-
doing
we
that?
Well, it's because we don't really do any segment. Like, when we started the show, we're like, we're going to have all these different segments. It's going to be like a real show. And then we're like,
we
let's
just
just
don't
talk
care.
about whatever. But this is how I want it.
Oh,
This is how I like it.
Why is my light just turned off? Yeah, we got
Like, this
one
show's
segment. It's the
brilliant.
segment that's worth keeping.
Oh, there's only one segment. In fact, we're here now. You
Oh my
know?
God.
We're here
We are
now.
here
George,
We are here right now.
please tell me.
Let's have a look.
Inject it into my veins. George Welford. What's a
Let's have a
YouTube
look.
recommended?
Let's have a look. Oh God.
For those who don't know, if this is your first time watching, listening to the Four Pillars podcast, George is a fucking weird cunt. And he always has bizarre shit turning up on his YouTube recommended. Last week was weird, creepy, stalkery anime ASMR.
Yeah, that's
great.
fucking mental. It was it was strange.
And it was fucking weird. We've watched the killing of seafood being prepared for food. We saw lobster sashimi get made from the point of live lobster. That was something.
great.
We've talked about cruise ships and large vessels of the ocean. And yeah, what else? Some other underwater related thing, because you were playing lots of Subnautica, or was that the what was that? Or was that the cruise ships?
during the period? Yeah, the period where it was like the Costa Concordia and the lobsters. That was when I was playing Subnautica.
the lobsters.
Yeah,
Fuck,
the
you're
lobster
so weird.
videos.
And I fucking love it. It's my favorite shit. So what's
Yeah, it's-
what's been in your YouTube recommended this week? What are you finding yourself watching that you're like, this is weird? Do you think
I mean,
about
I-
it now? Do you see something and you go, oh fuck, this is the thing I'm going to be talking about on the podcast?
Sometimes
the
I
one.
do. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't. Like sometimes I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I
Right.
did have. It's not that weird, but for some reason I've been getting airsoft videos in my recommended.
Oh, I've seen
airsoft
some of
guns and
those.
stuff like
Send us some. Send some our way. Send us some links.
that. Okay,
I don't know
if
what
you've
you're
ever
talking
seen
about.
it. It's a pretty
I don't know what
famous
you're talking
video.
about.
1 minute, let me find it.
Yeah. I don't know what airsoft? Is that what you said?
Airsoft, like pellet guns.
Oh, okay.
And they
That is
they shoot out like
fucking weird.
BBs and stuff like that, and people go around like shooting each other in like combat arenas and shit, and they love it. There's the classic video which came out the other day, which is no full auto in buildings, and it's a pretty great video. It's only 15 seconds long. I'll show you.
Oh,
I
I've
reckon
seen that. Yeah.
I reckon a lot of people
James' YouTube recommended
watching
as
have
well.
probably seen it as well. It's quite a well-known video.
It's got a ton of views. Wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Well,
have a
this
ton of
version
views after
doesn't.
that. Oh, is this maybe not?
Yeah,
the
this is
original?
probably a re-upload. Yeah, this one's a classic. It's pretty funny. It's quite funny seeing how annoyed people get.
The original has 17 million views.
Bloody hell!
Well,
Yeah.
Ah, yeah,
That was the no full auto one, man. That was
yeah.
dude, that was weird. That was very that was not what I expected. That
Did you
was
watch
not
it?
what I expected to be watching.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm watching it now, and I'm just
And he's not as well, because they're all like, "Oh, no full auto," but he's not.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's just
He's going,
just
"That's not
really
full auto."
quick.
This is full auto, and then he just goes. It's fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
And they're like, "Oh shit, you're just really good
Yeah.
at shooting a gun."
Like I fucking love the videos where people get really upset. Let me see if I can find this one that I saw. that I saw.
So is that what you're watching
yesterday.
people getting upset in airsoft arenas?
Yeah, it's because it's like I find American people so fucking mental. Like they're just such weird little
What are you
people.
studying them? This
Americans
is what George
are
does this
strange.
time.
I just find them weird. They're just strange little people, and they're like they
Talking about
they do weird
Americans.
shit.
I have a video I recommended here that's called "American Speaks Latin at the Vatican with Priests," and that's the video.
Oh
I have
god.
no idea what that's
This is-
about. or
that
why that's
sounds
been
much
recommended
better than
to
mine.
me.
That sounds so much more interesting than my fucking recommend. I mean, look at
I'm
watch
getting
this
a fucking
video.
McDonald's
Only
ad.
good one though.
I'm like, I already
this
have got
video
it.
that
Okay,
I've
what's
sent.
this other one? Let's have a look.
This is guy gets mad after thinking my DSG is full auto. So it's another one of those type of videos. But this, I think the dude gets a little bit more annoyed. Let me know when you guys have got it up and we can watch it.
Why is he so mad?
Okay,
Wait, are we not counting
watching
down
it?
to watch it?
are we watching at the same time? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
yeah.
I sort of started watching. It just sort of autoplayed. Yeah, let's start from the start.
All right,
Alright.
let's go to the start.
Right.
I'm ready.
Three, 2, 1, go. So he's shooting this like.
Yep.
That's
I'm
it.
out. Hit. Good shot. What's wrong?
Do it again, we're gonna have some fucking problems.
'Cause
I
he
love
thinks
the way
it's full
Americans
auto,
speak.
but it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And look, he's shooting to show. Look, what you saying, mate?
I'm out. I'm out. What was he mad about? Full auto sounds different.
And for some reason, he's got this clip of like a warthog or some shit, or
This
like
is-
I don't know.
What the fuck? The plane just came out of nowhere. I was like, what are we doing?
You never hit me, bro.
Isn't it crazy that people.
You're out. You're gonna shoot me after I shot you. All right. I'm gonna walk out because you just finally shot me. This guy's got a problem, man.
I love the way Americans get into
This is so
confrontations.
funny.
This guy's got a problem,
Why are they
man.
getting like all mad at each? They're fucking adults and they're going around shooting like fake guns and they're just getting
But
mad.
imagine
It's
one of
so
them
American.
like,
dude
I wanna
that loves
yeah,
guns,
this is an
and they
American
fucking never had any bitches, and they just have guns, and they fuck their gun every night. And then they go to their little airsoft arena, and when they get beat, they go, "All right, buddy, we're gonna have a fucking problem, you dork." I love the way Americans get into
that clip.
confrontations.
And I want it forever. I want it next time.
Like, I love the way Americans get into confrontations. They're like, "Oh, you're freaking ticking me off, pal." It's like, what the fuck are you even saying?
Oh, yeah, Americans are pretty sensitive. They're fucking
that's
sensitive.
great.
Both
Oh,
sides of
man.
both sides of the spectrum are so fucking sensitive. It's hilarious.
The autistic spectrum.
No, James. No.
Both sides of the spectrum are really sensitive.
Just when people say the spectrum, it usually
true.
means
But
it
it's
usually
like
means
I'm
autism,
talking about-
not
yeah, but I'm
political.
talking about I should have said the political spectrum, but also you know what I meant. It was very obvious what I meant. Very
when
obvious what I meant.
someone says he's on
No,
the
no, no,
spectrum,
but you
it
know
doesn't
what I
mean
meant.
it doesn't mean the political spectrum.
Yeah, I'm on the spectrum. What sort of spectrum are you on?
Yeah, I'm on the spectrum. I'm conservative.
Yeah, I'm on the far side. To be fair, I can imagine that as like a meme, like
Shut
a post.
the fuck up.
It's like a picture of like the Joker, and it goes, "Yeah, I'm on the spectrum. I'm conservative." It's like a picture of the Joker.
I want that on screen. I want it on screen, Josh. I need
Josh,
you
make
to
that.
make it.
Use like
I need
impact
you to make
font.
it. I need to know it's there. It's making it so much funnier thinking that right now people are seeing it there. People are seeing
Oh my
it.
god.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my god.
conservative.
Oh god, I nearly spat water fucking everywhere.
Oh my fucking god, that's so funny.
That was a
That shit is-
that was a struggle. Oh my
I
god.
heard James just dying of laughter there. Oh, that's so
Oh.
fucking funny.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
Yeah, but yeah,
Shit.
Americans are fucking weird, and we're gonna get some people in the comments that are like, "Man, I was really upset when you said that." 'Cause
Yeah, well,
I'm
they're
American.
sensitive. Yeah, they're on that side of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, you're mad at me? You're on the fucking spectrum.
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I'm sick of these fucking impressions of me that are so funny. They're getting further away. They're getting further away, and it's not just you guys doing them. It's now like text thread. You people.
I know.
Paragraphs of
Like
paragraphs of them. And you know what? It's the funniest shit I've ever seen on Twitter. It's honestly,
amazing.
It actually is
Ollie's
hilarious.
very, very good at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's got it down
Gaz
to an art
fucking
form.
knows. Yeah, he talks to
Yeah.
me too much, and he hears my fucking voice too much.
Let me find
He's
that
always
one
listening to
where he
it.
did it, because it's so fucking funny. It was
It's so
amazing.
fun. You need to read
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
like
thread.
thread.
You need to read the whole. It's Josh, a fucking editor. Fuck you,
Okay,
Josh.
let me find it. I'll
And-
do it. I'll do it
and
in my
fucking
voice.
Gaz, the dickheads.
Not my voice, your voice.
Yeah, of course. I understand.
Let's find it. How long ago was it?
Not that long ago. I retweeted it yesterday, quote tweeted it, and said 10 out of 10 rip on Tyler thread, and I'm howling or something like that.
Oh yeah, let me go find that.
It's not far down. Oh god, so ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So, so it was this tweet where Ollie tweets out. It's like a picture of Tyler where there's just two tweets from Tyler that are in like, it's I am the Titan and I'm also the guy who pays you. The two things.
Two very out of context tweets there.
And then Ollie just had the caption is just, "Hey man, I'm not only the Titan but also the guy who pays you." And then
I am the Titan.
and then this is where it starts. Josh goes, "Hey man, if I wanted to go kick down a wall and eat an entire village, I'll do that with my friends in real life." And then Ollie replies with, "This is the best one. This is the one that was like really good. Hey man, tell you what I'm not gonna do is watch a cartoon about giant monsters. You know what I mean? If I see a giant monster, I get the boys together, go down the road and hunt a real monster, man. I don't have time for fucking cartoons because, adult."
Yeah.
And then
My favorite one is the nose to the grindstone one. That's my favorite.
oh yeah, we're getting there.
Oh,
And then
I
Josh
love
says,
that as
"Hey
well.
man,
That's such a good
I
little-
do what real adult men do. Watch the Avengers." And then Ollie says, Bro, you really think I'm gonna go to work nose to the grindstone for 12 hours? Come home and watch anime? Dude, there's only one thing I'm gonna do after a hard day at work, and it's Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Just boys being boys, fucking up Nazis, not anime."
Nose to the grindstone. That was
That's
a perfect
amazing.
like
That's
use
perfect.
of that saying.
Nose to
Yeah.
the grindstone.
Nose to the grindstone. Like, it's like, I've never said that, but it does sound like something I would say. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
I've never said the phrase nose to the grindstone, but it does sound like something I would say, and I'll give you that.
Hey man, I've got my fucking nose to the grindstone. I know
God,
what
my
I'm doing. I'm
face is
being
hurting.
decisive.
My face is hurting from the amount I'm
My
smiling.
face fucking hurts. I'm just
Oh.
crying. Holy shit. This is
Man.
this has been a lot. This podcast has been fucking hilarious. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Jesus.
Old mate's on the way. Old mate's on the way. My Uber Eats driver.
Good
That's
old
good.
fudge. What's his name?
What's the most common name in the world, George?
Mohammed.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Big up Mohammed.
Fantastic. Well, okay,
Inshallah.
what is it? Why is it that you never get like? I'm not gonna say it, actually.
Wait,
move on.
I
Let's
don't.
move on.
Do not say whatever you're gonna say. It
Let's
just sort of
move
clicked
on.
in my head.
I
The
can
gear
only
turned,
imagine.
and the first gear turned, and I was like, I was like, oh my god, it's 2017. I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I can
Like,
only
I was just
imagine.
like,
It was just a thought I had in my head. Like it was just a curiosity, but I don't want
I
to
was-
say it out
can-
loud
can I
because
say what I
feel like
think
I
you're gonna
shouldn't.
say?
I feel like I shouldn't acknowledge it. I feel like it should just be something that exists, and I'm not supposed to think about it.
Yeah.
yeah. And
yeah,
you're
what
right
would
because
you-
I know exactly what you're gonna say. Can I say it? Can I say it?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Because I'm not saying that because I don't think this, and I would never say this because I'm not a racist, but James is.
Jesus.
I'm scared of what you think I was thinking now.
I'm not going to say it. I don't want to say it.
Is it that
God.
why do you not get delivery drivers that are white? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's not that bad.
Not because I care about what I'm just curious. Why are
How
they?
come you don't get a
what-
good Uber Eats driver? His name's Jeff.
Like, yeah, but that's it. Like, why aren't they like what? Like, where's Gerald and Bobby? Like,
Yeah, like,
why are there
where's-
no?
Where's Bryce and Cody? You know what I
Maybe
mean?
it's
Like,
because,
where's
you
the
know,
whitest guys you've ever
It's
seen?
really strange, especially like around my neighborhood. You know, around this area,
What are you saying?
we're all middle class
James?
white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not
why...
at McDonald's, are they?
Not
just because
it's-
you live in
yeah,
a
I guess
white
so.
middle
But
class
it's-
area doesn't mean the people
like-
that work at
You're
McDonald's are.
disgusting. You make me
No,
so
no,
stupid.
no.
And with that, I pitch you a Jew. I'm
No,
getting
but
my
I mean-
fucking hot
but
fudge
I mean-
sundae to arrive.
It's not because I want white people to live with my food. I don't give a shit. It's just a curious thing. Like, why don't
Yeah,
white
no, I know
people
what you mean.
go and work for Uber Eats? Like, why are they
Maybe
just? Why is
because
it
minorities
dominated?
are forced into low paid work, like being a delivery driver.
Nah,
Because
yeah,
they
that
move
makes
here
sense.
and it's
there
very
you go.
difficult to get hired in you know a normal
in
career, so they have
in
they're
a
sort of
higher
pushed
paying
into,
job, so they're forced
Yeah.
to be doing these lower sort of tier or considered lower tier jobs. That makes a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah, and a lot of them have
Yeah.
like, not saying all delivery drivers, but I've come across a lot of delivery drivers that don't have like an amazing grasp on English, and that also may affect their employability.
Yeah, so have I. So have I. It's the worst when you live somewhere that's not technically on Google Maps. When I first moved in here, it wasn't on the map, so nobody could find us. And when you when you get contacted by someone that's like, I can't find your house, and they don't really speak English very well, it's very hard to explain to them how to get here and like what landmarks to look out for. It's very difficult.
I've
as a
had that
situation.
problem because for some reason a lot of delivery drivers they go to instead of the actual number. I'm not going to say my house number.
Oh my god, you fucking idiot! That was
But,
so close. That was so fucking close. Jesus Christ.
But nobody's going to come visit me anyway, and if they do, I've
Didn't
got my
you do that
12
on
gauge
stream
aimed out the
once?
window. What's that?
You did that
Yeah,
on
no,
stream once,
I
where there
doxed
was no
myself
chance of
many
editing it
times.
out.
Many
Yeah.
times on stream I've been doxed. But yeah, so delivery drivers always get the wrong door because they think that it says a different number, and they go, warehouse, and I
So
go,
strange.
round corner. And they go, shit.
Round corner.
Yeah, I don't know. Round corner.
What house? Round corner. I got your boss. Don't worry.
Oh, Tyler, are you still there?
I don't think he is.
Oh, he's not. He's
gone.
not.
Is he?
Not
Is
still
he in the
there.
call? He's in the call. Maybe
Yeah.
he's just gonna get the door.
Yeah, maybe he's getting his McDonald's. I'm getting my Macca's, boys. I'm getting my Macca's,
Hey,
boys.
The Sunday's
Oh.
here. It's all you need.
I wish I could have a big Sunday. They don't really do nice McFlurries in the UK. They're a bit shit.
I mean, they're still good. Like a good Cadbury one is nice.
Yeah, but they took away the raspberry flake one, which was really nice. And then
Oh,
ever
no.
since, I've just been chasing that ghost, and I can't seem to get
Yeah.
the same high ever again.
Especially not from
That-
that raspberry, whatever it was you had last time.
Oh, that thing was horrible.
It's just like
It was
milk in a
fucking ass.
cup.
It was milk, and then they squirted a bit of like raspberry shit in it, and it was meant to have way more than that. It was mostly just
It's
weird
incredible.
curdled milk, like thick milk. It was fucking
Oh.
horrible.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah,
It's
and
weird
McDonald's
they
like
sometimes-
milkshakes.
It's
Sorry,
weird
what
they
were you gonna
sometimes
say?
get rid of things. They just like at McDonald's. I feel like there's a lot of things they should just be doing all of the time.
Yeah,
Like-
but it's like marketing, isn't it? Limited items,
guess
people
so.
love it. They're like, that's people love like Monopoly so much. No one fucking actually hands in the coupons unless you got something that's pretty decent, like a burger. But like people
Yeah.
love the Monopoly because it's like, bloody hell, this is sick. It's limited. It's not here normally.
It is
People
fun.
love it.
I do like Monopoly.
So do I. Like even if I'm not interested in the rewards, I always take the things off, just
Yeah,
to see
it's
if
fun to
I'm
see.
a winner
It's
on
loot boxes, is
bodysoap.com
what it
or
is.
whatever the fuck. Yeah, it is loot boxes.
It's weird because
I got the wrong McDonald's order. There's no fucking Sunday.
Wait, what the fuck did they give you then?
I thought you only ordered a Sunday, to be honest.
Yeah, what
No,
did you
they,
get?
no, as in like they gave me a whole meal.
Oh, like so instead of
There's
a
a
Sunday,
hash
they've given
brown,
you-
a burger, an apple pie, and fries.
Oh my God.
Hash
Like-
brown. Oh.
Now what? Now what do you do?
I'm
Eat it and then
eating
order it again.
obviously. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
Eat
fucking
it. Eat it and then go, my order's not arrived. Could you give it to me for free? And then you get free Sunday.
Oh.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, you paid for the I assume you just paid for a Sunday, so you've gotten all that food for the price of a Sunday, haven't you? And that's pretty
but I
good.
You
didn't
don't have
need-
the Sunday.
I didn't need the food. I
You
know.
should call up while you're stuffing your face and go, you brought me the wrong order. Fucking ridiculous. It's like you just
Yeah, you should tell
munching
them.
it.
You get free shit.
You do, to be
No.
fair, and unless you do it too many times and they go, you're taking the piss now.
Yeah,
Stop
they're
complaining
like,
I
oh,
when
it's
we
just
get
is
things
you,
wrong.
you're lying.
Yeah.
They call you out on the Uber app. They call you out, and they're
be
like,
fair,
"You're lying to us."
Some people do lie. I have a friend who, when he felt like it, he would just call up restaurants and go, "Oh, you fucked my order," and they just give it to him for free.
I hate
When-
that.
when
I
there
work
was
too-
nothing
I work
wrong
too
with
long
it.
in restaurants, man. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, it is quite shitty, but it's dog eat dog world, isn't it, my friend?
Now shut the fuck up.
You
Look,
gotta
mate.
beat and fight the system.
In
The
a
system-
world where you
I
can
didn't choose
do
the
that, it
system.
creates hard men. Soft men, where you can just get
Yeah.
the right order, and you know you have to pay for it. That creates soft men. When you got to put your graft
Exactly.
in, and you got to call up, and you got to go, my order's
Nose to the
fucked.
grindstone.
That shows you're a hard man because you're using your
I'm eating
initiative.
a fucking chicken burger. Like, this is not what I expected to be happening. You know what I mean? This
That's
is
true.
bullshit.
At least it's not like a fillet of fish because they're fucking horrible.
No, I'd eat it. I'd fuck with the fillet of fish. They're good.
For real.
Really?
Damn.
The fuck? Oh,
I
that's
mean,
in my
honestly-
recommended right now. I have a video. The surprisingly interesting story behind the fillet of fish.
Oh, what's the
Who eats it?
surprisingly interesting story? Gandhi
I don't know. It's
eats
9
it
minutes.
every day before
Gandhi
he goes
eats
to bed.
it. Before
He
he
eats
beats
it
his
to
wife.
get some more energy. Yeah, I was about to say that. To get some more energy to just give her a kickabout, really.
Yeah, that's
What
what
the
we
fuck
like.
are we talking about?
Gandhi. We're just spreading the word that he wasn't a very good man.
Since when?
If there's anything that I will do in my
Hello.
life, it's to undo Gandhi's work.
What the fuck
That's my
again?
life goal. I don't know what he did. I don't know what Gandhi did. What did Gandhi do?
It was like the way he protested the British occupation of India.
Yeah, he fought against racial discrimination in South Africa. Well, I don't really want to undo that. That'd be mental. Won his first battle of civil disobedience. That sounds great. He successfully led a non-violent tax revolt. Yeah, nice. I bet he saved India by doing that. He did beat his wife. I mean, that's not listed here, but he did do that.
Did he?
Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
I mean, he can't
Smooth.
sue me because he's dead as well, so even if it's not right.
His family could.
Look, it's the most searched thing. Did Gandhi mistreat his wife? Yeah, there's loads of articles about it. Crazy. Oh, James just left the chat. He's had enough.
Is that enough?
He's
doesn't
not
like
happy
you
with.
Posting bullshit, talking shit.
That's
that
not
fucking
bullshit.
Gandhi.
That's not fucking bullshit, alright? I'm
Doesn't
just
like you talking
spreading the
shit about
truth.
Gandhi.
I'm just
Doesn't
spreading
like
the truth. Internet dropped last time it came back instantly. Gonna restart router. Okay, he's banged it. That's alright. James will be back momentarily.
Like, I'm enjoying this food, but I'm annoyed.
It's not what you wanted. Yeah, no.
It's
It's,
not what I
it's
wanted.
almost like it's nice, but it's not as nice as what you could have had.
I also don't need
someone
this much
else.
food. I'm gonna eat it, but I don't need it. This is like so much.
I mean, the apple pie seems a bit mental that it's in there. So it seems like a really strange like assortment of food, like a hash brown,
It's 11 o'clock at night and
fries,
there's a hash brown in there. What the
chicken
fuck's
burger.
happening?
I mean, how have they done that? Are you
The
allowed
guys
in
obviously got more
Australia? Are
than
you
one
allowed
order.
to do that? Are you allowed to order hash brown at night?
Yeah.
Oh
There's,
really?
24-hour breakfast.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why don't we have that? Because I would be shoveling those hash browns down all night, all day.
Yeah. No, we do all day breakfast.
Oh,
Sure.
that's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like the McMuffins that much, to be honest. They're a little bit weird, but
I
the,
love
the
them.
hash browns are
That's
paying.
my hangover feed of choice.
Yeah, to be fair, I normally go for that as well, but that's normally because there's no burgers available that early in the day. But a big tasty. Oh! I've been eating so many big tasties recently because they got it back on again. I just can't stop.
Oh my god.
They're so nice. It's the sauce. Oh, it's so fucking good.
Mm.
And it's one of those like limited time burgers where they're just like, nah, you can only have it in the summer and in the winter. In the months in between, you're not allowed it.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. I hate that. Especially
Do
when
they
it's
do
like
that?
your most featured burger.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Anything else on YouTube recommended? Anything else fucking weird? Or was it just
Let me have a look.
no weird anime?
No weird anime. No weird anime at all. There's a lot of Halo clips, to be honest. A lot of Halo clips. Deep sea sharks. Let's speak Arabic. I don't know why is that there.
Actually, I got that.
Is it a guy like standing in front of a whiteboard?
Whiteboard, yeah. And it's like lesson 1, part 1 or something weird. thing
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
fucking
don't know why YouTube thinks I want to speak Arabic.
There's a fucking apple pie in this bitch. What the fuck?
Yo,
there he
Hey,
is.
it's James. He's back.
there we
He's
go.
back.
We're good.
I'm still mad about
Your meal.
my meal.
That's disappointing.
I wanted a Sundae.
No,
That's
quite
true.
sad.
That was the whole point of ordering. That's actually mental. You gotta complain, surely.
I can't.
Tyler's too
Just
scared to
do
ring
it.
him up.
I can't do it. No,
Just
it's just I'm
click the
watching
thing on the
food
app.
for so long, and I can't do it. I don't care.
He
Doesn't
can't
matter.
bring himself to do it.
All you gotta
It's
do is
okay.
click the thing on the app. They'll just sort it out. It's fucking McDonald's. They always sort it out instantly. They don't give a shit. It's not like
I'm
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be
eat
any
it
fucking
now.
problem.
I've eaten the
for
whole
'em.
fucking meal. Like I'm not hungry. I'm not
Well,
even hungry right now, but I'm still stuffing my face with this fucking burger. There's too much food.
oh man, amazing.
Mm.
Well, what else has been happening this past week? Is anything interesting? Oh, I tell you what. I've had a lot of talk about Skyrim recently because I suddenly got back into it. So it's been fun to talk about Skyrim, especially on the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, it's a fitting time for it, really.
Yeah, it's been nice to just have people just talking about Skyrim. I decided to dedicate a whole day to modding the shit out of my game. And it looks really nice. It looks really pretty. And eventually I'm going to play it.
Eventually.
At some point. I don't know when. I'm trying to finish Saints Row so I can get through all these games and then I can just work on the video during the day and then at night
I bet it's
I
been an
can,
absolute downward
play it.
decline after Saints Row 2. After finishing that, it's almost like... what's the
It's
point?
actually... It's weird. It's a weird one because I expected to like Saints Row 3 more than I did the first time, but I actually dislike it more. I think it's way worse than I remember it being. But Saints Row 4 is actually really good. A lot better than I remember it being. And I remember it being fun. But, like, it's actually really, really good. And, like, don't get me wrong, it's not a game... I wouldn't like it to become the permanent identity of Saints Row or anything. Like, it's obviously
better
a
than the
one-time
current
off
one.
type thing. Yeah, it's better. But the character writing is so good in it. Like, Saints Row 3, one of my biggest issues is that the pacing is just all over the place. The game doesn't know what it wants to do. It's just like, we're gonna have so you come to Steelport, and then you take out the main guy, and then you go back to Stillwater, and then you ambush, so you gotta come back, and then you gotta you gotta meet all these guys, and most of them suck. Like, they're not even characterized properly. They're just not interesting.
What, like the one played by Pornstar? The twins?
Oh, yeah, Sasha Grey.
They're actually probably
Viola.
some of the better characters, I think, actually.
Viola is fine. Yeah, she's alright. You meet Kinsey, who's, like, fine.
Who's Kinsey again? Is that the hacker girl?
Yeah, she's the hacker, yeah. You meet Zemos, who is so annoying and I hate him. And Angel,
Zemo?
who's just a nothing character. Zemos.
The dude with the purple
He
hat.
talks through auto-tune microphone. It's meant to be funny. It's just
Oh,
irritating.
fucking idiot. Who fucking wrote this
and then,
shit?
like,
Sounds like
the
some
game
Watch
is
Dogs
like-
shit, hey? That sounds like Watch Dogs.
Saints
Literally
Row
does, doesn't
3.
it?
Saints Row 3 is really just not a good game. It's really the black sheep. Like, it does not feel right at all. Everything is just funny. All the characters are idiots, and you barely get to see them interact with each other as well. Like, you
Well, I
never
guess
see
when
them
you mean
speak with each
funny,
other
you
and-
mean attempted funny. Like,
yeah, it's not actually funny.
is
It's
cringe.
trying to be funny, and every single scene is like trying to make a funny joke. Whereas
Yeah.
Saints Row 4 goes back to Saints Row 2, where it's funny. It actually is funny. Like, all the jokes are actually funny because they
Yeah.
don't linger on them. They're not trying to make jokes. It's quite a clever game with its humor.
yeah, I remember Pierce being a highlight of Saints Row 4 for me. I really liked him.
Oh,
in
he's
4.
really good. And it's amazing because the game is a parody of Mass Effect. So
Yeah.
you end up in space. You're on a spaceship, and you can go around and you slowly acquire your crew through the simulation. And every time you get a new crew member, you get a loyalty mission with them, like you do in Mass Effect. And so
Yeah.
you have a singular mission dedicated to every single character. Well, actually, technically, you have two. Because to get them originally, you have to break them out of the simulation they're stuck in, which is supposed to be their worst fears. So, like, for Benjamin King, who was the leader of the Vice Kings in Saints Row 1, you break him out, and his, like, personal hell is literally his situation he was in Saints Row 1. So you go back to Saints Row, and you get to go to the church that Julius was in charge of when the Saints were in Stillwater, and you have you meet, like, Tanya shows up, who was the enemy of like, she took over the Vice Kings in Saints Row 1. And
See, that's
it's
really cool.
It's really
I
great.
like
And
the
then you've
bit
got, like,
Shaundi's one where there's the kid from
Shaundi's
Gen
one.
X. What's his name again?
Yeah,
The dude that ran Gen X. Yeah, veteran child. That was so
and you
good.
got
It was like the mission where you're in the club and it's like you got to save her.
Yeah. An old Shaundy comes back, and she's actually a character throughout. Like, she shows up just all the time. Like, old Shaundy is just in the game, and it's so,
I like that.
It's so cool the way that they do it, and each mission isn't just like a cool little throwback or a cool little mission, because every mission is really fun to play as well. They're also really good character moments. Like when you go and rescue Shaundy, you get to see, like, you know, how losing Johnny changed her, and how she and her resentfulness to her old self, and then her loyalty mission is overcoming that and learning to love her old self, despite of those flaws and stuff. And it's so good. Every character has their own really good moments. And then obviously they bring back Johnny Gat, and like that's all really sick. And like it's so fucking cool because the moment beforehand, like this, like Matt Miller is saying like, oh, it's too much of a risk to go and save Johnny. It's a bad idea because then the Zin will know where we are. And the boss just like punches him in the face, and he's just got him on the ground, fucking wailing on him. And like it's not a joke, like it's dead serious. Like he really cares about getting Johnny back, and it's like having the characters deeply caring about each other and getting to see that in a game that is, you know, otherwise absolutely ridiculous. It grounds everything in like what Saints Row should be.
It goes a long way.
And it feels great, like seeing like all of these people, they come together as like a real group of friends by the end of it, and like you feel connected to all of them. So when you do take the fight to Zinyak and everything, it just feels so satisfying. It's fucking awesome. And like the boss is actually edgy again in it, and like he has his edge back, and he is he's like a complete dick, which he wasn't in Saints Row 3. So it's such a solid game, and it's a really good send off for all the characters. I liked it so much more than I expected to.
Yeah,
so
it's a shame that it's just a shame that there's no more exploration to be done with those characters now, because it's whatever it's become now, and it's just going to be really bad. I have nothing about the new Saints Row game excites me. It just looks dumb. All the fans hate it. I've not seen one person say it looks good, bar the fucking people that made it.
Yeah, no,
and they're like doubling down on it. They're like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah, they are.
Which is terrible. It's
we'll see
terrible.
How this goes. It's gonna go terribly. This is gonna get really bad.
You know, I'm sure those people work really hard on the game and everything. I don't want to discredit the developers, but it's gonna be shit. It's not gonna be a good Saints Row game. It can be technically good. It can have a good little physics engine. It can have a nice whatever the fuck they do in video game development. You know, it can have all that. But if it's not what Saints Row is meant to be, then it's never going to perform well, and people aren't going to like it.
Because I mean, the strength
we've got
of
a bit of
Saints
experience
Row,
with franchises. We like doing that, don't we?
Yeah,
exactly.
we do.
And
we do.
If you look at Saints Row 3, gameplay wise, it improves everything that Saints Row 2 did. Like it's better to play in every way. The only issue is the story is shit, and the characters are shit, and the world sucks, and so you lose everything. Because it's not that fun to play if what you're playing in isn't compelling. Whereas Saints Row 2, every single time you go to do a mission, you get an engaging cutscene with the character. So like Shaundy is in charge of the Sons of Sundae, Pierce in charge of the Ronin, Carlos is in charge of the Brotherhood. And every time you go to one of those mission markers, you get a cutscene with that character. And also, when you beat the mission, you get a cutscene with the leaders of the opposing gang, so you get to see how they've reacted to your actions. So there's development all around for your allies and for your enemies, and it gives you that solid time to spend with them and do that stuff. Saints Row 3 just doesn't do that. It's just absolutely all over the place. Just let's do so much wacky, crazy shit. And
look, Genki Manipul
with any of the characters, and also there's no memorable moments from Saints Row 3. Whereas Saints Row 2. There's so many moments, like the moment where Johnny Gat buries that guy alive for disrupting Aisha's funeral, or the moment where the boss makes Mera, the leader of the Brotherhood, kill his own girlfriend because he only wanted to give him 20% of the city. Or like the moment at the end with Dane Vogel, where Dane is just trying to talk his way out of this situation with all of this corporate bollocks, and the boss just mid-sentence just shoots him in the fucking face and just sends him flying out the window. It's fucking incredible. Like, it's such a quality game. And
banger.
Saints Row 4 does a lot of that stuff right. It's not as good as Saints Row 2, but it's very strong, especially in comparison to Saints Row 3. So it's actually quite a fun time.
Would you say Saints Row 4 is better than 1?
In some ways, like character writing, it's better, but the whole direction of 1 is so much more fun, I think, because it's like
it's more
that
grounded
gang
in reality.
warfare and going around and like working your way up the gang, and like the customization's so cool, and
Yeah, it was always like a cool piss take of gangs and stuff like that. I always thought the first two were really interesting, and then it's just the moment you start putting the Genki Manipult and the dubstep gun in it, that's when you've lost it, really.
Yeah.
To be honest,
and that's like one of my issues with like Saints 4 is, even though it's got these like the characters and the writing is all grounded, and the gameplay is fun. You go to like a clothing store and there's like one item of clothing that like you would actually wear. Everything else is like silly and ridiculous. And it's like, I don't want to dress like that. I want to look like I'm the leader of a gang. Like,
yeah, and the problem with 4 as well is that it took away the need to use cars. You don't need to use cars. There's no point. Why would I use a car in 4 when I could just run away and like sprint around really quick and stuff? It's weird.
Yeah, it does take away a lot of those core elements. Although I do think the one thing that 4 does well is whenever you do a core mission, so if you're doing like a loyalty mission, or if you're doing a mission where you go to save one of your friends, it's always set in a separate instance, so you don't have your superpowers for actually quite a lot of the main missions, which I didn't remember being a thing. But it is a thing, which was a pleasant surprise. So it means in the open world, you get to play around with all these cool little like superpowers, but when you go and like you save Johnny, or like you go and you save Sean or Pierce, you don't have those powers, like
because you're not in the simulation, you're in someone else's.
You're in a different instance of it, so
yeah,
that's really cool. And there's just it's very creative level design as well. So Saints Row 4 is a really good game, and I think it carries the right heart. It just doesn't,
but just in a bit of a weird way. Yeah,
which obviously it couldn't, because
yeah, they had to.
They've gone too far.
Yeah, they'd already like shot themselves in the foot with Saints Row 3rd. Which is a dumb fucking title. Fuck that title. It always pissed me off. It's like, is that a Shrek reference?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Originally, Saints Row 4 was supposed to be called Saints Row Part 4, and it was supposed to be set in a new city with new gangs. And there was a scrapped idea where Johnny Gat he came back, but he was evil, and he was like the big bad gang member that was right at the top.
That didn't happen.
And he traveled through time and like plucked out like the worst people from history. So like you got like Genghis Khan was like in charge of one gang and stuff.
Hitler.
And maybe
do you reckon they would have done Hitler?
I feel like they wouldn't have done Hitler. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And so they were in charge of like the opposing gangs, and you had to eventually take them all down and get to Gat or whatever.
That sounds shit.
It sounds like interesting, but I prefer what we actually got with 4. I think 4 is like a really good game, and like when Gat comes back, it's so satisfying. And they have like there's this whole bit where, because Gat was always like, he fucking just loves killing people. So when you finally get him back, you go into one of the Genki floors or whatever, and you just go like you rip through it with Gat, and it's fucking awesome. And you've got like the boys are back in town is playing, and like Gat and the boss just have like a heart to heart and just talk about like their history with each other and like what they got up to while he was gone and everything. It's just really good character stuff. Like, it's so weird how good it is.
I'll shove that gavel up your ass.
It's fucking
That's
great.
a great line.
overall, I love Saints Row. I think 3 is a bit of a fucking disaster, but
it's a really botched series. It's a really
else.
fucking weird series.
It is. It's a series that never fully reached its potential, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think
agree.
it's ever reached what it could be. Like, Saints Row the Third could have been that game where it's like, okay, this is like taken Saints Row and it's like elevated it, but instead it just went in a different direction, and they've never reached its full potential, sadly. I feel like Mass Effect's another series like that. I feel like Mass Effect's never reached its full potential. Even though it's been
there's
really good.
Great IPs out there, but the wrong people get their hands on them, and they don't know how to make games. That's what the industry is. It's a bunch of fucking idiots just like scrambling around to make something that nobody wants.
Well, the game director for Saints Row the Third was Scott Phillips, who is also the game director of Redacted Odyssey. So that tells you all you really need to know about what happened with Saints Row the Third.
Yeah.
I've never played a Saints Row game. I've been totally zoned out. I've been zoned in, but I just sort of like, I don't know what they're even talking about.
Yeah, that's true. There's no reference points for you to like.
Yeah, I literally have no idea about anything. Yeah.
No. Saints Row's good.
I mean, that's the end of the Saints Row chat.
Like
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to a new one. It's gonna be shit. I'm gonna shit all over it when it comes out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks bad.
I can't wait to see it get review bombed. It's gonna be so funny.
I think the only way you could save this game, and it would actually be quite a good game if you did it, is if the game is about these millennial losers that try to start a gang, and they go on this wild character journey, and by the end of it, they are like hardened gang members that actually have earned that place. I think if you do that, it'd be pretty cool, and you could actually take some like shots at Watch Dogs 2 along the way, and it would be like quite funny to do, to like mock Ubisoft games and stuff.
Yeah, it would
in
be
the
funny.
process of transforming
do
these
that.
characters. Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're going to play it very safe, but
Like, imagine if, like, I don't know, you play for like 6 hours or some ridiculous amount of time, and halfway through Johnny Gat comes in and just shoots up your entire gang, and it's like, this is a normal Saints Row game now, don't worry.
it would be
Like,
fucking terrific if that happened.
I would take that over what we have currently, and that doesn't even sound that good.
No, it sounds a bit weird, but
it'll be one of those moments where it's like, in the moment, it's like, ah, that's really cool.
that's sick. Yeah, all the gang members come back. How did Earth get restored? We don't know, but
It
it's
didn't.
fine.
It's just, that's not canon.
Yeah, well, you could do fucking anything. Like that was another thing that I thought would be so interesting about Saints Row 5 is where do you go now? Like, how do you take them after you've destroyed the whole Earth in Saints Row 4? You could do such interesting storytelling to like, where do we go next? But they just took the easy way out. Like, we're gonna reboot and make.
I guess so, but I never liked the whole Earth being destroyed thing. I thought it was fucking dumb.
I think after playing Saints Row 4 again, I like where they're at by the end, and I'm like, I would like to see these characters go further, but like, where could you take them? Maybe you could. I don't know. I feel like. I don't know. I guess it is a difficult one. I mean, they went to hell. They went to hell and got out of hell.
They start killing angels. I don't fucking know.
I've still got to play that one. I'm gonna probably finish it today in like one sitting or something. But yeah,
Bang it.
yeah, that's Saints Row anyway.
That's our Saints Row chat. Right,
Love
bloody
Saints
hell.
Row. Big fan.
Tyler loves it. Hey man, if I wanted to
Here
start
we
a gang,
fucking
I'd go out with my mates.
I
I'd
kind
start
of
a
just
gang.
played the game.
I'd take over all of Melbourne, man. I'd get everyone together. We take over the
anything
districts. We wear
at
purple.
all.
Oh, Tyler likes purple too. He is.
Oh my
He's a
god, he
saint
does.
in real
Yeah,
life.
he's a saint. He's a saint. Third Street Saints, fool.
Oh god. I hate you
Hey
guys.
man, don't fuck with the Saints, man.
There's one last thing that I sort of want to talk about briefly.
Okay.
What
I'm
do you
scared. You got
guys?
you put your serious voice on for a second.
Drew, that's my phone voice. Do you guys reckon we'll get another Infamous game anytime soon from Sucker Punch?
No,
Infamous.
I don't know anything about Infamous. Never played it.
Have you not played Second
Hey
Son?
man.
Never.
Good game. I reckon you probably
It is-
like Infamous.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That Sucker Punch that made Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Like,
We
even
have
though
to
a lot
pause
of
there. How I pronounce Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Yeah. You don't need to do. You don't need to do that, George.
Tsushima.
No. No.
The people of Tsushima.
I think we could get another Infamous game. I think because Sucker Punch succeeded so well with Ghost of Tsushima, I think they could be given free reign to be like, if you want to do another Infamous game, you can.
See, I
feel
feel
like
like
we
they
do
wouldn't.
possible.
I feel like they would literally be like, they would only do it if they were made to do it. I feel like they would not do Infamous.
That's a shame
I
because I
feel
think they
like-
could really do a good job of another Infamous game with like the support from people who liked Ghost of Tsushima and like old fans of Infamous. They could bring it back in a banging
That's
way.
like saying that like Guerrilla, you did really well with Horizon Zero Dawn. You can go back and make Killzone now. No, they
They
won't
could.
make Horizon.
I think they are. I think they actually are making another Killzone.
Yeah, but they'll
I
just
think they've
make a
got-
second little studio. Like it won't be anyone that made Horizon or the original Killzones. They'll just split up, maybe send one or two head people there, and that's it. And they'll hire new people.
What if it's like this really cool story?
And
Though?
just
'Cause I
put the
always
Guerrilla name on
remember.
it. I'm not saying it's going to be
Killzone
bad.
about,
I'm just
like-
saying it's just they just invest more money and build a second studio. It's not like Guerrilla have decided instead of making Horizon Forbidden West, they're making Killzone. It's like, no, we'll do both.
Yeah, well, they're
Yeah,
gonna do both.
definitely do both. Yeah,
That's why I
you
think
don't cancel
like
Forbidden
Sucker
West
Punch-
because you're doing Killzone.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
what
think
I'm
Sucker Punch can do both, and I feel like they might want to. Like, I don't know. I feel like Second Son didn't get as much love as like the original Infamous, or
I liked it a lot though. I thought it was good.
was it Infamous 2? Was there Infamous 2 and Infamous Second Son? Were those three? There was 3 games, right?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, it's everyone loves Infamous 2. I'm pretty sure is the one that everyone says is like an amazing game.
Yeah,
I need to.
I guess
Google this
they
now 'cause I'm not
changed the
sure.
protagonist as well because obviously it was originally that other guy and then it was Dawson in
Infamous
Second
2.
Son.
Yeah, Infamous 2 I've got here. It's the one that everyone likes.
Yeah.
I think if they
I
did
would like to play
another
it.
Infamous, I mean, I'd play it. I think it could be cool.
I'd play it. I'd play it as well. I reckon it'd look really nice.
I'd
Like
give it
with-
a shot for sure.
Yeah, I think you should play Second Son, Tyler. I reckon you'd like it. I reckon you get a few kicks out of it. Like it's
Okay.
not a perfect
I've
game.
thought about it, but I've never just taken that leap.
Yeah, it's
it's
just, like,
I've
pretty
never
good.
finished it, but I watched George play on his road to PS5.
the road to PS4.
It's fun. It's like a fun game. It looks really.
It's got nice
too.
characters. Like I like the characters in that game. That's really what sold it for me. Is Dawson
it's-
and his police officer brother and like that junkie girl who has those cool powers and stuff. Like that's what sold it to me. It's like the actual
Yeah,
open
it's
world
one of those
just looks
games.
pretty meh, but the story's pretty nice.
Yeah, I do like those games where you've got like characters that are just like fun, and you just sort of
Yeah.
like in it for those characters that you just like. This is just
Like
really
it's nothing
fun. It's like Maze Runner.
serious. Yeah, exactly. Literally like Maze Runner. Any
Yeah.
game like Maze Runner, and I'll play it. I don't know what that
Any
even
game
fucking
that's like
means.
it was like the film Maze Runner or the book Maze
Those
Runner.
movies have no like business being as fun as they are.
I know, they're so good. It's because the characters are just so sick. You love seeing them all together.
Yeah.
It's like the same reason I love like Fast and Furious. It's just because
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
characters. It's honestly, it's like Saints Row too. Like
Yeah, I
that's
think
another one
so.
of the reasons I love Saints Row. Is just the characters. So
When they all come together and have epic orchestral moment.
Yeah, or they have epic orchestral moment or epic R&B moment, and you get to hear some sick
Epic
rap
R&B
beats.
moment.
Yeah, like some nice bit of rap music in the background while they all race their cars and stuff.
You got Donda in the background by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Amir will appreciate that if you're even listening right now.
He's listening.
Donda best album.
Nah, it's not shit.
It's shit.
Bass goes, because I was like in mod chat, I was like, what even is a Donda? And Bass goes, listen to Donda chant. And I was like, alright. And then I put it on. And I was like, well, Kanye West has just shit posted, hasn't he?
It's just
On
Kanye West's mum saying
Spotify.
Donda. I don't even know if it's mum, to be honest.
I think it's no, I don't think it is, but it's his mum's name, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Bit mental,
shit
really.
posted in
Yeah.
tribute to his mum.
There's this burger joint near me. This is going to sound off topic, but I swear it's related.
That's
There's
cool.
there's a burger joint near me, and they have like all these different like very American hip hop names for the burgers.
Yeah.
Like there's one that's based on Tupac Biggie, but then there's like their
Burgers with
fattiest
attitude.
burger. Their fattiest, most greasy burger is called Kanye's mum.
Oh God,
Like you know how she died and everything. That's fucked up. That's really
that's
fucked up.
fucked.
Oh.
That
That's
is
so
fucked.
up.
That's
But I've ordered it.
amazing,
It's
though.
a tremendous burger. It's a really good burger.
That's amazing.
It's weird
That's
to order. Can I have
actually
a
amazing.
Kanye's mum, please?
Oh man, that's terrible, but also incredible.
They should have a really
Yeah.
smashed up, decrepit burger that looks like it's been in a fucking mausoleum, and it's called
All right, mate.
XXX
Let's-
Tentacion.
I thought you were gonna say Rihanna then.
Oh my god!
Just because
No, those jokes are
you
reserved
keep
for the Halo streams.
you keep memeing on Rihanna and Chris Brown on the fucking
It's weird.
Halo
It's because
streams.
I guess it's because it's been like a thing on the internet recently. It's like made a resurgence, especially on TikTok. Like, I don't use TikTok, but Ben told me that like on TikTok that's like a joke that's become
course,
bigger now, like the
Ben
Rihanna
fucking
Chris Brown
loves
jokes.
TikTok.
Rihanna getting beat up by Chris Brown.
How's that funny?
No, it's not. I'm not saying that's funny. It's just I don't know.
I'm asking them why they think it's funny. I'm not asking why you think it's funny.
Probably because I don't really know, to be honest.
I don't know. TikTok's fucking weird.
TikTok's
I mean,
so
TikTok
weird.
is
It's a
weird.
bunch of
The only
like
reason I brought up
horrible,
Rihanna
awful
originally
kids.
is because Cortana in Halo Combat Evolved looks a bit like Rihanna.
Yeah, that was-
like a really small fucking amount.
You mean just the haircut?
Pretty
yeah,
much.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she doesn't even have the
basically.
same haircut now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like mid 2000s Rihanna. Look, Rihanna, if you're
2000s
listening,
Rihanna.
I'm a big fan of yours. All right.
She's already clicked off. She's already clicked off when we talked about her getting beat up by Chris Brown.
No,
There's no way she's
no,
still
no.
listening.
Oh,
I feel,
God.
first of all, she's not fucking watching anyway.
Rihanna, I'm sorry. All right, I'm fucking sorry. Forgive me.
You better be.
Sign me onto your makeup brand.
Does she have a makeup brand?
Of course she does. She's a famous woman. What are you on about?
Oh right.
Every famous woman's got a makeup brand.
If even Shane Dawson had a makeup brand, then...
What happened to Shane Dawson? What the fuck happened with Shane Dawson?
Everyone
found out that he was a weird cunt.
Yeah,
but he's always been weird. Isn't that why everyone watches him?
No. Weird to the extent where there's like videos of him asking children to take off their clothes.
No.
Wait.
I don't think that's...
Wait. What?
Okay, so there's a video of him with his cousin or niece or something. She's young. She was about 12. And it's just a video of him just asking her sexual questions. Like, it's like as a joke, like he's joking around, like trying to make...
Okay.
Yeah, but even as a joke, you don't
laugh.
ask children sexual questions.
But no,
that
yeah,
can make them feel weird.
So it's a very strange thing to do.
He also
it's weird to watch.
Said that he saw the ghost of his cat that he killed.
Oh my god!
He didn't kill it. Actually, he like left it alone with his husky, and the husky killed it. And like now he thinks that the cat is some spirit watching over him, and that he like sees it in his house, and like
he says like it was meant to die. Like the cat was sent so that it could die and watch over him. That's what he believes.
Basically, yeah.
Right. Okay.
On top of
and
all
that's
that,
people are gonna what? So people are cancelling him because of that.
Well,
not
because he's just a fucking weird
things.
cunt. Then
There's
George
too
should be
much-
cancelled because he's weird as fuck.
Hey, I'm not that weird though. Like I don't hurt
No, but
anyone
it's
with my weirdness.
It's the weird predatory behavior. Like he and it's
Right.
an amalgamation of things. I think because he said it's just that he's done a lot of jokes about children, like a lot of jokes about children, and I just think it's fucking weird. I just think it got to a point where everyone's like, "This is weird, man." Like. There's a lot going on.
Was there like an incident, and then he did like I'm sure he did an apology video because that's what Shane Dawson does.
Yeah,
He was terrified.
It all came out, and they all started attacking him because of what happened with him and James Charles and him and someone else. Like James Charles was also dodging nonsense as well.
What the fuck happened with James Charles? I thought
he was like
trying to
messaging
solicit
16-year-olds.
from kids.
Yeah, from like 15, 16-year-olds trying to get nudes and
James
stuff on
Charles
Snapchat.
was.
Yeah, James Charles.
Yeah, no, we know that, but that was that drama. But what's the?
So there was a drama between Shane Dawson,
Yeah.
like outed James Charles for it, but this was before everyone knew that James Charles was doing that shit, and but Shane Dawson isn't the one that did it. He like forced someone else to do it.
Yeah, I remember
for him.
that girl did it that was friends with him.
Yeah, and so everyone, when she then came out and said that she was pressured into it and forced into it by Shane, and there was like some behind the scenes, so everyone
How
turned
in the
on
world
Shane.
was she pressured and forced to do that?
Well, I think it.
How's
I
a
don't know.
grown woman who runs her own business forced
all
to
a
make
load
a
of shit,
YouTube
isn't
video
it?
on her channel and then upload it?
It's all
Most
like a
ridiculous
load
shit
of.
I've ever heard.
Shane
It's all
Dawson
a
had
load
her
of
at
bollocks,
gunpoint.
but also
I mean,
to be fair,
if he did, fair enough. He's done the wrong thing, but fuck,
Shane
I doubt
Dawson-
he fucking had her at gunpoint.
Shane Dawson at that
Ridiculous.
point was like the king of the internet, really. Like back then when all this happened, like 2017, 2018, like everyone fucking loved him. So if he
When
said
he was
one
doing
bad
like the
thing
Logan
about
Paul
her-
documentary and stuff, like the Jake
Yeah,
Paul
like, he could've-
documentary.
Was that 2018? Fuck, that was he was doing some good shit back then. What was the one that blew up? What was the documentary he first did that everyone's like?
Yeah,
oh,
but
let's
it
jump
wasn't
into
good
this?
shit because he.
Tanacon?
It wasn't good
Tanacon,
shit
that was
really, like because it's all bullshit. It's all just conjecture from Shane Dawson trying to make out that Jake Paul is a psychopath when he isn't.
Oh, that was funny. To be fair, the sociopath thing with Jake Paul.
It's
the
fucking
interesting stuff
dumb.
That was a bit of fun. I don't know.
That was
Like it's
yeah,
well produced
I mean-
content, and he clearly put some effort into it, but it's all just mental bollocks.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Shane Dawson was never trying to make a genuine claim. People just framed it that way. Like Shane Dawson doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He knows that.
I
It
thought
was
that's
always
what
just
he
a
was doing.
joke. But the real point of those videos was to sit down and talk with Jake Paul and like get an insight into Jake Paul from Jake Paul, and that was what was interesting about it.
Well, I mean,
they're a bit
the
dramatic
insight from Jake
but, like-
Paul into Jake Paul is that Jake Paul is great. I think that's all he thinks.
No, but it was a really interesting conversation that they had when they actually sat down and chatted. Like you got to hear a lot about his insecurities and the issues that he'd had and stuff. It was actually good stuff.
That's fair enough. I prefer
Shane
Logan.
Woody
I
hasn't
think-
uploaded a video since June 2020, which is called "Taking Accountability." What the fuck? This is the most YouTube thing I've ever seen.
I think he got done
Yeah.
for like doing blackface as well.
I thought he got done
Yes.
ages ago for that.
Yeah,
It's so
this I
mental.
don't
The
know.
internet's so fucking mental, man. It's Shane Dawson, like, it was after all this drama and everything with all of these different people that people then started to dig up stuff about Shane, and I think people just realized at a point, like, he's done a lot of really weird stuff, and he is a bit weird, and a lot of people have said as well, like, when they worked with him on his film, he was just a dick to everyone.
It's so weird that he would do
like,
that.
There's just been a lot of, like, it's just an amalgamation of a ton of different things, to sort of just push him off the internet, I guess. And he's had some issues, and he's had like a bit of a breakdown. I don't think he's gotten all fat again, which is a shame. But
that's a shame
because he worked fucking hard to not be. But it's a shame to see, because like, people are complicated and every situation is complex, and I don't think Shane Dawson tries to be a bad person. I think he's got a lot of issues, and he tries to work through them the only way that he knows how, and he got success, and off the back of that there's a bunch of stuff that comes with it. I'm not ready to just say like, oh, I hate Shane Dawson, because I don't know Shane Dawson.
Of course.
So
of course.
I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. I think a lot of the things that have come up are weird, and like, if one of my close friends was acting the way that he did in these video clips, I'd fucking talk to them and be like, you can't do that, that's bad. So it's weird, but it's also stuff that happened so long ago that I'm like, has he, like, do you still hold him accountable for that? Do you not? I don't know. I don't think it's Twitter's job. I don't think it's my job to do that. So I think it's just a shame to see him spiral out of control, because he clearly has some issues going on, especially with the whole cat thing. Like, he's kind of lost.
Yeah, I mean, people. Yeah, I think he was on the H3 podcast talking about that, wasn't he? With Trisha Paytas, and like, she's a member of their podcast now, and they were just like, playing into it.
Her and Ethan hate each other now, don't they?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and there was that picture of her with.
But I thought they hated each other before.
Well, yeah, that was the point of the podcast. It
was
was like, they'll get her on the podcast because she's such a polar opposite. But I feel like, yeah, they became friends, and then something happened, and then.
But I feel like, to be fair, Ethan from H3's gone fucking mental the last.
He's a fucking idiot.
2 years.
I'd beat the shit out of him.
All
He's
right,
a little
George,
rat.
let's roll.
Imagine beating the shit out of Ethan from H3.
He would not stand a chance. A young strapping lad like me.
Call him out now. You could do a boxing match.
Ethan from H3, if you're listening,
that's his long
I'll slap your shit up in the ring. White collar boxing event tomorrow night.
Oh my god, it's YouTube is such a weird place now.
It's like, I'm watching back, I can't believe. But it was weird back then. I'm watching the World of Jake Paul video, and just Shane Dawson walking around with Jake Paul in 2018 when he had a Team 10 mansion. Like, Team 10. Remember when Team 10 was a thing?
Nick Crompton.
And now he's literally just a professional boxer.
Have I ever told you that I knew Nick Crompton?
Yeah, he was a classic guy.
We were like friendly with each other. Like, we knew each other. We talked. Like, back in the day, back when he first started.
Yeah, he donated like a bunch of money to our 24-hour
to one of our charity streams. Yeah. And he would just, like, we'd message each other from time to time. I remember, because I was a gaming channel, he messaged me once. He was like, oh, let me know if there's any new information about GTA 5, because he was looking forward to GTA 5. And it was just me and Nick Crompton were just friends. Like, he would talk to Luke, and like, they talked about, maybe collabing on a vlog at some point. Like, this was 2014. And then next thing I know, like, he just disappears from the internet. All of a sudden, he's Jake Paul's manager, and like, he's in the Team 10 house, and he's saying England is my city, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and he's also trying to like scout people for Team 10 and saying, if you want to be in Team 10, let me suck your knob.
He was being a predator. Yeah, he was like,
you know who Nick Crompton is, don't you, Tyler? He's like the fat guy that was in that music video.
Oh, that guy!
England is my city.
Yeah.
That guy. Wow, I was like, I don't know who you're talking about.
You should have said it.
You should have said who the fuck's Nick Crompton.
No, I assumed it was something, but we'd get to that. I'm like, if you tell me who it looks like or some details,
Fat blonde.
I'll wait till you.
He'd go, England is my city, and he's like speaking like that. I'm Nick Crompton. Yeah.
Oh, I miss Nick Crompton's old vlogs from 2014.
What do you mean,
they were so
enemies
fun.
of Jake Paul? He's in the thumbnail.
He was fucking trying to solicit sexual favours from
people. I know, but like, I missed when I didn't know that he was dodgy, and you know,
That's
before all of that, before the fame, before he met Jake Paul.
It is a shame, because I thought he had a knack for vlogging. He seemed like quite a funny guy.
And he was funny.
Clearly got involved with fucking mouth breathers.
Yeah, and then he started messaging people like, I'll get you into Team 10 if you suck me off.
I'll get
And
into
then-
team. Send me throbbing cockies right here, love.
Stop it.
He's-
But isn't it weird? Like, but these are kids. They're fucking kids with mansions.
yeah.
Talking about, I was his manager, and I've been in the industry. I'm like, you're fucking 17 and a weird cunt.
I mean, Jake Paul wants to fight like Conor McGregor, doesn't he?
Well, he just fought Tyron fucking Woodley, a future UFC Hall of Famer and 5-time UFC welterweight champion.
Did he win?
He did win.
I bet you're fuming.
It's because
about
he's
that.
boxing, though.
No,
right?
I'm not feeling bad at all. I thought Jake Paul had a good chance to win, especially if it went to decision.
I mean, he can fight.
I knew Jake Paul was going to knock out fucking Ben Askren. I didn't want it to happen, but I was pretty certain that was exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, boxing is so different than MMA, and MMA guys just don't fucking get it. And like, Jake didn't like beat
Why
up
do they
Tyron
do that
Woodley.
all the time,
Jake got hit way more. Well, Jake got hit way harder, and the worst shots were Tyron. But Tyron just didn't fucking do anything. He just sort of walked around.
Can Jake Paul not
Why-
fight boxers then?
Yeah, why isn't he
fighting MMA
boxing
fighters?
boxers? Yeah, what's that about?
Because he's fighting the most famous people that would be willing to fight him that he knows he's got a good chance to beat. That's
Right,
the
like
smart bet,
boxers
because
aren't
he could- 'cause
as
he
high
just wants to-
profile.
Yeah, well, but if he fought a high profile boxer, he'd lose. He wants to win.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because
prefer
as soon as
Logan.
Jake
I actually
loses,
like
it's
Logan
over.
Paul.
I don't mind Logan.
I like
Actually,
Logan
come
too.
on
I
this
actually like
podcast.
him. He's humbled himself a lot, and he seems like a pretty genuine, nice guy. Which
Yeah.
is such
Yeah.
a weird thing to be saying.
It
like,
is so weird, isn't it? But he like seems so genuine. I like
Yeah.
watching him
Yeah.
open Pokemon cards.
They've certainly like tried to turn their lives around, and certainly Logan has, I think.
Yeah, I still
and
think
I can
Jake's
respect
an
that. And I can
arrogant
respect second chances, and
prick.
like as someone that loves and is obsessed with martial arts and like combat sports, I respect the fuck out of Jake Paul and Logan Paul way more than the other fucking YouTubers that are pretending to be boxers, because Jake
Yeah.
Paul is a boxer.
Like
Jake Paul
KSI.
is
You know, like
full-time
KSI.
training. Jake Paul is made deals with Showtime, an actual boxing organization, and he's, trying to promote the sport. I don't like Jake Paul. I don't want him to win fights, but like he's taking it seriously. He's not just like joking about it. Like they did that
Could you
TikTok
argue
versus
that-
YouTubers
Oh,
event,
yeah,
and I was
saw
like,
that.
fuck all of that. Those
that?
a bunch of fucking cunts that have never fought a day
That
in their
was so
lives.
dumb.
They grew up in silk fucking sheets and are fighting each other as if they know how to fight. It's
They're not
fucking
tough men.
embarrassing, and they're all terrible fights. But then you've got at least Jake can fight and Logan can fight. I'll give them
Yeah,
that. They're not
yeah.
they're not great pro boxers or anything, and they're not fighting actual boxers. And as soon as they do fight actual boxers that are their size, they'll lose. Jake
I
could
think they
probably
should
beat a
both
few
fight.
people.
Joe Weller.
Oh god,
Joe
but Jake
Weller.
would kill the fuck out of Joe.
To
Weller.
be fair,
Like,
that was
Logan
the
Paul
first. That was
fought-
the boxing match that
that was
got
the one,
YouTuber
KSI.
boxing. Yeah,
fuck.
they
KSI
started
and
it.
Joe Weller.
Oh yeah, it
Are
wasn't
you making
even
fun
Jake
of
Paul,
depression?
was it?
Are you making fun of depression?
Oh my
And I was
god,
like, oh.
I completely forgot it was Joe Weller versus
Yeah.
KSI that kicked it all off. It wasn't even
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
It was Joe Weller
That's
versus
so
Olajide.
wild. Oh my god. That's so weird. I completely forgot that even happened.
KSI
Joe
is like
Weller.
some national treasure in the UK. People fucking love him. It's
Joe
like,
Weller
oh,
got
yeah.
cancelled for blackface. Why
I
does
mean-
everyone do blackface?
Yeah,
Hey, I've
I
never
just-
done blackface.
It's a really,
Why does
like-
everyone do it?
It's not a very classy thing to do, is it?
It's really strange. Joe Weller did full on
I have,
blackface.
I have a friend. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not even going to say if it's male or female. I have a person in my life that I know that when they were a kid, their person in their life, a figure in their lives, dressed them up in blackface when they were like a child.
My God.
Oh,
And there's
that's not their
no.
fault.
And no, it's not their fault, but we give them horrendous shit about it.
Why would they tell
Like-
you that?
Like I don't know. I remember how it came up. I don't remember how I found out. But when I found out, my life's mission was to get that photo.
Oh my god.
And it took me 2 years. I have got the photo. I now have
Oh
the photo.
my
I took
God,
a
that's
picture of the
amazing.
photo on my phone, and they're traumatized. And I'm never going to use it or put it out. I just needed to have it so I could look at it and laugh.
If they ever
because
piss you
it's
off,
an
send it to
It's
their
an
manager.
insane photo. It's an insane photo. I'm like, this is wild that someone would dress you up like this and make you do this. And now there's a photo of it. And your
trying to
life could
imagine
be
it right
ruined
now.
by this moment. You know
Oh
what I mean? Your
God.
life 30,
Oh
20
God.
years later, however long, like down the road, whenever it comes out.
Oh my god.
And it will. It will come
Blackface.
out.
So
Tyler's going to
weird.
leak it.
I'll leak it. I'm not going to leak it. Don't fucking trust me.
Oh god.
This has been the weirdest podcast.
I think
What
I was about
the
to say that it's been
fuck?
fucking
This has
mental.
been fucking mental.
It's good fun.
Like, what are we talking about? What the
whiteface.
fuck are we talking about?
There's been a lot of like racially charged segments. Like not in a bad way, but we've talked about racial
That's
issues
not
on
what I was
today's
talking
podcast a couple of
I was
times.
talking about the
Yeah,
weird...
we have a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Because something you can't shy away from. That's the 4 pillars. We're
Saying
into
it
that.
how it is.
Yeah.
We don't sugarcoat it, you know.
Just the facts with the 4 pillars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts
Yeah.
don't care about your feelings.
I'm
Facts
just
don't care
scrolling
about your
through this
feelings.
fucking boxing thing.
I'd beat the shit out of
man.
Ben Shapiro. I'd fucking bludgeon him. I'd beat him.
What is up with you trying to beat people up?
I don't know.
Imagine fighting Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, hypothetically, if you punch me, I'll go. These nuts.
Oh man.
I've lost all
Excuse me.
my energy.
You've lost it?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that
we-
Sony event is tonight. I got to stream that, and I got to stream Ghost beforehand.
Yeah.
And I got to finish Get Out of Hell. I got
Well-
a day packed
Gaming.
full of gaming.
Full of
I'll tell you what I gotta do. I'm gonna go to bed as soon as this podcast
What
wraps.
time
which
is
I
it
think
for you right now?
it's 11:45, 12:45.
Ooh, God damn.
Damn, I need a shower. I'm drowning in sweat.
I'm just gonna
It's really
literally
hot in
jump
here.
in this bed behind me, turn all the lights off, and just go to
Oh,
sleep.
if
I'll
I
keep
jumped
recording.
in bed right now, I'd be disgusting and sweaty and horrible. The thought of that is just
And
not
why would
nice.
you
I
be
don't
jumping
like
in
that.
bed at 20 to 3 in the afternoon? That'd be
Well,
mental.
sometimes I take a little afternoon nap, you know.
I mean,
need
I
my
do
energy.
as well. Yeah, I can see that. That's
Yeah.
classic.
No.
It's nice. It's the best time to sleep is mid-afternoon.
Yeah, it is.
It feels the
it's
best.
banging.
It hits just right. Yeah.
It's amazing. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching or listening.
Thank you all so much.
I don't know why I found it so funny that George is the one that led that. I was like, I've never heard George lead anything in a podcast. It's fucking wild. Alright, guys, that's it for this episode. So, wait, what? He's like so shy saying it. He sounded
Hey,
so
George-
shy and unsure.
George used to run a podcast. He had his own.
Yeah, the
What do you
Drivel
know,
Chat.
dude?
The
What?
Drivel
It was,
Chat. Yeah.
me and this guy called Dan. That we used to do
Wait,
it.
what? Is this some sort
Yeah.
of alternate reality I've come
There's
into
like
that I don't know
8
this lore of
8
Full
episodes
Pillars
of
history?
it. It's old it's old lore. It was
Is
in
it
like
still around?
2014. Yeah, I think you can still find it. Yeah.
Drivel Chat.
Yeah, there it is. Drivel Chat with Flair and Fox.
Oh my god.
Can you put it in the chat? Because they got to
It's terrible. It's
these
really
links.
bad.
Dribble Chat Halloween special. Fuck, that looks like a Yogscast thumbnail.
But
That
why do
is
you
so
think
Yogscasty? That's amazing.
I literally was trying to copy the Yogscast? That was the whole point.
Dribble
Which
Chat
episode
with
are
Flair
you
and
watching?
Fox. I don't know.
Yeah, put the James, put the link in the
Oh, which one?
chat.
Okay,
The whatever
I'll do
one
this
you're gonna
one
watch. I just want to see this podcast
Oh, it sucks.
There you go.
because I need to take all the links and I send them to Josh afterwards, so he doesn't have to fucking
Yeah.
go based on what we're talking about.
Yeah, that'd be
I feel like that
fucking
makes it
really,
easier for him.
really long. Alright, I'm ready. This is the Halloween.
All right, yeah, we'll watch like the first minute
Special.
or something.
Okay, yeah, okay, this is wild. All right, countdown: 3, 2, 1, play.
God, so long ago. This is like 7 years ago, man. I got copyright for using this song as well.
Oh God,
Wait, really? So that means we're gonna get copyrighted.
did you make this?
What do you mean? Did I make this?
The
Well,
artwork.
Yeah. I've always been messing about in Photoshop.
How old were you? Like 7?
13.
You were 13.
7.
Shut the fuck up.
So was it? Was
11.
October 2014. I was 13.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but
You
you're
mean
born
11?
2000 you were born
Yeah,
in
sorry,
2007.
I was born in 2001. What the fuck are you on about?
edition of Drivel Chat with me and Dan. Is that a
Who the
ghost?
fuck
Oh
is
shit!
Dan?
The ghost's out. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the Halloween.
How about you glossed over that?
Redacted.
Oh my God.
Redacted.
Halloween.
Whoa!
No!
Scary.
What did I just say?
Cancel now! Oh.
You can't say that. Oh, what the fuck?
That's That's incredible. That's fucking incredible.
Oh, the
Oh.
13-year-old me.
Oh, Josh, you gotta bleep that part. You gotta bleep that part, Josh.
Oh. No, it's
Oh.
too funny. You can't. You gotta keep it.
Oh
Okay.
my fucking god.
No, we can't condone it now, James. We can't put
I
it.
don't.
You gotta
I
bleep it.
don't.
it,
I don't
but so
condone
you
it.
can
But just
hear the
these
first
these
letter and
cartoons
last
have
letter.
been left as they were originally intended
Yeah,
to
at the
preserve
time.
the history. Yeah, to preserve the
It's a product of
time.
its time. You wouldn't get this these days, alright?
That was
God.
maybe the funniest thing that's ever happened in the history of podcasts. That's maybe the funniest thing that's ever happened on a podcast ever.
I don't think I knew when I was that age what that word meant. Like
I can't believe you said it so casually. Like,
I don't think he even realised he'd said
oh
anything
my
bad.
God.
I don't think
Like,
I knew
imagine
what it
someone
meant.
outing themselves live on a podcast. like, you're like, oh, guys, have a look at this. And then they just say that shit. What?
Well, yeah, that's my old podcast. Yeah, that's why we stopped it.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
Oh,
That is fucking wild that just happened.
God.
That's funny.
Of course, with the one episode we pick. Like, it could have been any of them. We picked that one.
We're only gonna watch the first minute.
Oh.
Literally within the first minute.
That
Holy
was
shit.
incredible. That was so
Holy
fucking funny, man.
Shit.
That's perfect.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus
my god.
Christ.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That was fucking terrific.
That's the funniest thing that's ever happened. Like literally
Oh.
nothing will ever happen that's funnier than that. Ever.
It's just perfect. All the context, everything. It was perfect. You
I just started
couldn't have staged
screaming.
that.
I started screaming like I'd seen it ghost. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. I mean, it
my
is the Halloween
God.
episode. It had to get a little bit scary. So
Oh,
it's-
dude, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, well, that's
Oh,
it. It's over.
God.
It's over.
Oh, that's amazing. Right, what a way to end on that. That's amazing.
Incredible. Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god, we've got to end this podcast. This has been insane. This whole
It's been a
podcast
good
has been
episode.
so fucking weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's been mental.
I forgot
More
I got the
people
wrong
should
McDonald's
listen to
order.
this
That'll
show,
piss me
man.
off. I didn't get my Sundae. I ate
Yeah,
the fucking whole
everything.
meal. I'm so full. I feel sick.
Oh, man.
Everything in this episode has gone wrong. At some
Oh,
point.
man.
This
More
whole
people should tune in. Why don't we get more viewers? This is ridiculous. We're putting out quality content here.
It's a network.
Putting our
yeah.
back into it, nose to the fucking grindstone to create this content for you. And people just skip it. People dare to skip it. It's
I know.
ridiculous.
You dare skip to the video game section and don't listen to the.
Well, we haven't exactly been doing a great job promoting the network this part of the year. Like
that's
we were at
true.
the start of the year.
that's
We
true.
need
True.
more promotion, you know what I mean? Because people
We need-
would love this.
We need like content to put on it as well, and not just podcasts. This is something that
I'll start putting. I need
Yeah.
to start
Well,
putting
George, you and I have
highlights
content
out
planned. The
on
people
Raspberry.
some people might know, and we'll have stuff coming soon for it.
we do indeed.
We do indeed. So there's
I
some
can
good
get those
ideas.
pictures over to you as well, actually, which I'll
Yes,
do,
yeah, please
today.
send those pictures over. Awesome,
Sweet.
man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Four Pillars Podcast. If you enjoyed, be sure to like it, rate us on all of the podcast services, you know,
Yes,
and
please.
follow us on Spotify and subscribe to us on
Share
iTunes,
with your
all that sort of
friends.
stuff. Tell your friends, absolutely. Tell your friends.
Play
This is
our.
a great
Tell you
time.
what.
You had a laugh.
Tell you what. Go on a
Jordan-
car journey, a long car journey.
Yeah, I
Play our
mean-
podcast in the car during the car journey. That way, all your friends are
Yeah.
going to listen in. They're forced to listen in. They're locked in the fucking car.
Well,
and
well,
then
Even
what
if
I
they
actually
want you to play Donda, you have to,
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to listen
don't-
to.
what I want to
say
what I want
say
you to do is
oh
get rid
I've
of your
got
headphones,
Donda
get rid of your
downloaded.
headphones, get a Yui Boom, go on a public transport, bus, train,
fuck
get
is a
people
Yui
listening.
Boom?
Yes,
playing out loud.
yes,
People
yes.
are trying to
And
enjoy
if
their
you
commute,
do,
work on it, work
if-
on like emails or read a book.
Yeah,
Look at their
get a
phone.
Yui
I
Boom.
want you blasting out the Four Pillars podcast.
make sure
now,
that's what
obviously,
you're doing.
Like
If
obviously,
you do
next
do it,
episode,
film it. And
Yes.
send it into the show. We'll feature you on the next episode. You can be famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
Well,
you don't dress up as video game characters and try and ask your crush out. You're allowed
Yeah,
on.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
But
don't
yeah.
do that. Don't do blackface, and you're good.
Yeah, but you know, you're gonna see some great content going forward. Obviously, next week we'll have to recast George, but
Yeah,
everyone
that's
else
true.
will be here. Everyone else will be here. George's career's over. George, he had a good run. You know what I mean?
I
Like, he had a
did.
good run.
You know, I got caught
It's
out.
been cancelled. It's
That's
all
how it
over.
be.
It's what it is. It's his career's over, and then we move on. So I'm not sure who will be on next episode. Maybe just three of us without George.
Get Eddie on.
Get what?
Eddie on.
Eddie on.
Oh yeah, get Eddie on. Yeah, someone will, and we'll just not really ever acknowledge it. It'll just sort of happen, and then we'll say they've always been the fourth pillar,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
and we'll just never really acknowledge George again. That's what'll happen. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in, George. Appreciate your
service.
assistance this year. Good luck in your future endeavours.
It's been a good time.
We'll see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.
See you later, folks. Goodbye.